Honk.
And as always, the honk will lead them. What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Argonauts. Welcome, everybody, to a Tuesday stream. It is August 25th, 2026, in the year of our Lord, etc., etc., etc. And I hope everyone is doing well and is looking forward to our Gamebook illustration stream. That's right. Guess who's back? Back again. Car Wars back. Tell a friend. It's time for day 2 of our Gamebook playthrough of Car Wars Fuels Gold. Illustrated live, as always, by TariToons. I'm very excited for that. I'm very glad to see everyone here. I'm extremely happy to see Imaginary Exponent here as well. No problem. I just thought you were so excited. You're like, kapow. I'm going to throw in, is that Cyrillic? I thought you were like, it's time to throw in some other thing because it's so cool. But no apology necessary, Imaginary. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here and doing okay. And it's good to see everybody here for my final pre-WorldCon 2026 stream. Tomorrow I am flying out to LA. I've got things going on at WorldCon. I'm excited for it. So yeah, we share alphabets mostly, yes. But I am excited to talk about it, and I will in just a moment. But before I do that, a couple of quick notes. If you've not already done so, please follow the channel. That would be much appreciated. Please check out our YouTube with !ArvTube, and let me remind everybody, thank you for anyone who is watching over there. If you have not already done so, please do consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. We have seen some good boosts over there in subscriber numbers, and we would love to see that going. You can get access to early content that way, and the YouTube is free to subscribe to, but it really does help us out. So if you have a free second, please do go over to the YouTube channel and sub there, because it really does help us out. That again is !ArvTube. Discord is !ArvCord. Love to have people over there as well. That place is always hanging, is always doing well, and is always a good place for people to hang out. Hello, Big Boss. Good to see you, Big Boss. And yes, that is always a good place for people to hang out, so please do that. That's that. And then, of course, the website for this is arvineleron.com. Financially, ! Hello, Leonardo. Hello, everyone. Everyone's in a good hello mood. It's good to see everyone. ! Our shop is the merchandise area. You can get cool swag for yourself. That also supports the channel. The Patreon, ! Arvtreon. You can also get cool stuff by supporting us over there. I do want to encourage you to go over there and check it out. You can join it even for free and check out some of what's there. But if you join even at the $5 level, you get a free video newsletter once per month in which I update everybody on what's going on with the channel, with my writing. We have a laugh, we have some fun over there, and that's just for starters. If you support at higher tiers, you get other cool stuff. I am going to be trying to make some changes in the Patreon if I get the chance over the next couple of weeks, but in the meantime, it still has unique stuff that you can't just get from subbing, just as subbing gives you stuff that you can't just get from the Patreon. So hopefully you will be motivated to do both if you have the availability and affordability to do so. So please consider supporting the Patreon, ! Arvtreon, and obviously subbing to the channel gets you those custom sub badges and emotes to help to use everywhere across Twitch, and inspirations to help our tabletop players as well. On the publishing front, ! Icarus, my graphic novel from Athos Arts, ! Library, my Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library. That's my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment, and ! Greyshade. That is my Greyshade IP. Greyshade, Renegade, and Heretic, the Grey Assassin trilogy, critically acclaimed, award-winning. You can get those at that link. You can get the audiobooks of Greyshade, Renegade, and Heretic from our very own Trent Sparks. You can get those at that link as well. And you can also pre-order the tabletop role-playing game of Greyshade, hopefully coming very soon from our very own Brandon O'Brien. Very excited about that as well. And as always, ! BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. ! Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And ! Ukraine, very suitable. UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they continue to battle back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage. And we send the message that we will support them now and in the future when things like this happen. Hopefully not for a long time, if ever, but if they happen again, we'll be there to support them. Continued love in that spirit to the people of Minnesota, specifically Minneapolis, people of Biddeford, Maine, people of Newark, New Jersey, people of Memphis, Tennessee, all those battling against federal occupation and invasion. We see you, we love you, you are making a difference. months, and we are winning this fight, but keep it up. And again, I want to remind everybody, it is now late August. We are heading into the fall within the next couple of weeks. And in this country, primaries are just about wrapped up now, but we are moving into the general election season, the midterms. There has never been a more important midterm season than this one. I think that's fair to say in the United States. I'm really looking forward to getting to the stage where every election is not an existential one. That would be great. But in the meantime, it is what it is. And so please make sure that you are registered to vote. If you are in the United States within the sound of my voice, make sure you are registered to vote. Make sure that you know where your voting place is. Make sure that you have not been removed from the list, because there are shenanigans of people attempting to get you to take away your right to vote. We need it more than ever. The only way that we can slow down this madness, we have slowed it down some, but the only way to really slow it down is to get people with levers of power that can make that happen. And that requires us, and it requires us voting in early November. And that means we need to be ready to do it. So now's the time. Take a few minutes, find out where your local voting place is, make sure you're still on the rolls. And if you're not, get back on the rolls and let's go. We have 2.5 months to try to, again, pump the brakes big time beyond what we've been able to do so far on this madness. And that requires that we vote in the midterm. So please do that. I was thinking about that just as I was looking at the Car Wars cover. Seemed very familiar to all that. Okay, quick note on schedule as I get rid of this and I turn on this and I say hi, and then I will introduce Tari. Quick note on schedule for everybody. I will not be streaming today on GOG. I was originally planning on doing my usual Pen and Pixel stream, but to be frank, I just have too much to get done. I've got more work that I've got to do to prep. I have multiple panels that I've got, 3 panels total at Worldcon, one on Thursday that I'm moderating on Tolkien and Le Guin, one on Friday that I am doing on populating fantasy worlds, which will be really cool, and then one on Sunday about collaborative storytelling with being around the table during an actual play. And so 3 panels. I've got a virtual reading on Saturday, plus the big D&D event on Friday, and I have to do some prep, plus I have to pack. Like, there's a lot going on. So I am not going to be doing my GOG stream today. I am sorry for those of you who are looking forward to more Lamplighters League. You'll get more of that next Tuesday, but I am flying out tomorrow. I will be out in LA Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'll be coming back on Monday out to the East Coast. And then 3 days later, I actually start my semester Thursday of that week, and then Labor Day weekend. And then we really launch into the fall after that. So that's what we got going on. I am very excited for it. I may have a stream out there, but I don't know. I'm not making any promises. They're extremely tentative because it's totally dependent on internet access. It's dependent on scheduling and time. I have a couple of people that are going to want to hang out with me and join us, and my daughter's going to be with me. Little Arv will be with me too. So there's a lot going on, so I cannot make any promises about streams. Maybe, but not sure. I can tell you that we will definitely be back here with bells on next Tuesday, when I will be doing the Patreon Field Chat Shows and Game of the Month, making up for last month. This month it'll be September 1st, and that'll be Airborne Empires. So I'll be doing that, and then I'll be over on GOG as normal with Pen and Pixels doing the Lamplighters League. And I'll probably be a little bit jet lagged too if I'm guessing, but we'll see. That'll be happening next Tuesday, and then next Thursday I think we're back into some Suikoden, which I'm looking forward to doing. September's going to be great, by the way. We've got a new Arvathon coming up. We've got the big subathon that we do every year. That's going to be exciting. Got some cool stuff planned for that. So going to be a cool fall, and maybe a cool temperature-wise fall also. But we're not quite done with summer yet. And so in that spirit, I'm going to... there we go. I'm going to unmute myself so that my co-host in this particular endeavor knows that we're ready to go. And then I'm going to unmute her. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to... Hold on a minute. Let me make sure that I got that. Yes. Head over to reveal to you... the art as done inimitably by the one and only TariToons, who was with us. Tari, it's good to see you. I'm going to hear you and see your drawings. How are you? How's everything going with you? And how are you feeling about getting back in the saddle with this today?
I'm doing good considering everything. For those not on the know, I've recently been put on ADHD medication. So everything is still very much in the finding out, the fucking around and finding out phase.
I was wondering.
Which is why I have been more absent than usual lately. But no, things are slowly getting there. The meds are working, but still need like adjusting because there's like downtime. It's like a whole thing. ADHD medication. Oof.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to the EU government and the German government for being incredibly ableist about the whole thing about ADHD medication, because it
Unheard
turns
of.
out I cannot go to Germany anymore whenever I want, despite being a German citizen, while I'm carrying my meds around with me, because they are like under special anti-smuggling laws and shit for that you need like a special certificate that
Oh my
only lasts
God.
for 30 days. And yeah,
I
fuck that.
that's ridiculous. I thought the
Like,
whole I thought what happened to, open borders, similar rules,
right?
like what is all that about?
It's like not even that they can like have the same laws for like all of the EU or all of Schengen. Um, I don't know. Are you aware what Schengen
I don't
is?
know if I know what
Right.
Schengen is.
Okay, so Schengen is like basically EU plus, so to speak. It's like all the borders in Europe that are open in theory.
Okay.
So that includes places like Switzerland and Norway and so on and so on that are
Okay.
not actually part of the EU,
Right.
but they still have open borders for
Okay.
travel. And a bunch of other stuff. Um, but like like
But this
maybe
is like
there could
contiguous
be like
even.
a
Like, you know?
there could be like maybe like a sit down between like different representatives from the different countries
That would
where they could
require
like
a
make
European but that
decisions.
would require a European parliament, Tori. I mean,
Oh
like,
yeah, that would be an idea, right?
oh
Like just
man.
like have like the same fucking laws for everybody, because like no, every country has their own laws for like getting ADHD medication across the border, which is insane.
Ugh.
Absolutely insane.
So dumb. Yeah,
Super dumb. Super
we
dumb.
are, listen, we are what? Only 75 years removed. I think that's right. Less than that,
Mm,
actually. 70 years removed from widespread use of shock therapy, particularly against
yeah.
women. So I mean, and I have used that once before with a group, and they were like, and someone was like, well, actually shock therapy has some I'm like, okay, let's talk to the well actually crowd. The problem with shock therapy is that overwhelmingly it was used against people for whom it was not appropriate.
Mm,
And it was used that way for decades this way. And you'll be stunned to hear that that was predominantly used against women.
yeah.
Stunning development. So,
Good point.
we are so retrograde on this stuff. I mean,
Mm,
and, my wife is a
oh
therapist.
yes.
I have heard
Yeah.
many details about the nightmare that are some of these things. They are getting better, but it just so slowly. Anyway, I'm
Still
sorry to
waiting
hear
for
that.
my
That sucks.
lobotomy, by the way.
Yeah. Maybe this, but look, the art. Leonardo says in chat that you've got that's some great artwork. I agree. Maybe this is what we
Thank you.
need. Like that's actually a self portrait. If you were to just put Tari's face in that helmet, that would be Tari
Mm,
going across the border, being like, "I've got my ADHD meds, lock and load." With the gun and the
yeah.
turret on the top of the car. That's.
One problem though, I don't have a driver's license. Nor do I have a Fiat Panda.
Do you
So
think this person looks like they need a driver's license?
I
Come
don't think
on.
they still have driver's licenses in this world, do they?
That's a good point. They're like, can you imagine? Like, that's the way you actually stop someone is you pull them over. You're like, this license is out of date. He's like, no, my one weakness. I'm
Uh,
not licensed. Well,
hey, you
I'm.
can't do that. That's illegal.
That one is against the law. Yeah.
So you, yeah.
I don't think that's very likely.
Oh,
But I'm sorry that you're dealing with that. But as I said off
thank
stream, I am very happy that we are on a path of some kind, as winding and rocky as it is.
you.
There is a path, which is so much better
Mm,
than not having a path. So that's something. And yeah, we are here to have Tari, the extraordinary illustrator that she is, present us with this
mm.
amazing work. Do you want to actually give us some, just as a
Oh
reminder,
yeah.
chat? This is Hard Road Fantastic. It's maybe one of my favorite names we've ever had. For this game book, which is Car Wars Fuels Gold. So here's what we had previously to this. So
Yes.
in
That
previous
was the
times,
first warm up. Like the first, we had one session so far,
right?
a billion years ago. Um, and that was a warm up. And this is our player character, Hard
Yeah,
Road. Fantastic.
Hard Road Fantastic with the built-in
Because I insist
carbon
on giving her a Dutch name.
fiber, the carbon fiber
Yes.
claw, thing.
Yes.
Yep.
Very useful to have in a car, I guess. Huge claws.
Yeah, that works all the
Road.
time. That's actually convenient.
Yes,
Hard
totally.
Road had that done deliberately, actually, so
Mm,
as to be more
mm.
effective as a driver.
No, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Uh, yes, then we had our first battle
Oh
in some
yeah,
kind of arena.
that's right. Car versus car. Yep.
Yeah, I don't really remember the context of anything.
It was
Uh,
that was the stuff we got before the guy came to us with a offer we just couldn't refuse.
mm.
And then we had to go do this quest that we're on. So
But yeah, this was also when I decided to give her a Fiat Panda, because I think on the same day I had watched a video on YouTube that featured a Fiat Panda, an old one, and it was like, ah, yes,
perfect.
perfect car.
I love the iron grill in the front. It's just like it's so funny.
Oh, yes. Oh, it's standard issue with Fiat
Yeah,
Panda. Did
with
you
Fiat
know?
Pen. Fiat Pen is I didn't realize that. Is the roof mounted turret also standard issue on
Oh, yes, absolutely.
okay.
Um, but only on certain years models.
Ah,
Different years come with different types of turrets.
I need the Shaquille O'Neal meme. I'm sorry, I was not familiar with your game. I did not realize the Fiat. Okay. Oh yes, then we had
Not sponsored by Fiat Panda.
not sponsored by Fiat. That would be hilarious though if they were like, we're decided to sponsor you. Like, yeah, let's go.
Oh my god, that would be so funny.
They custom deliver me a Fiat.
Yeah.
Room service.
We do need a new car, so
Well, there you go. See? that I bet there's no border problems with that. I bet they can just send it wherever,
I mean, yeah, like buying cars across borders in Europe is super easy.
Yeah, see? Like I bet that's no issue. So this is where the person is trying to was trying to find out how we were doing by telling us there was room service, which was some grade A bullshit that we were like, no.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was that.
And then oh god.
What's the second largest motel? Did you do this was all one session? We did this all in one session?
Yes.
Jeez. Wow. Yep. I remember that. That was the second largest motel because we had to figure out how many what floor we were on. Oh my god. In the dystopian future, motels are built into 40-story high towers.
I think somebody actually counted on stream how many floors this
Yes, that's right.
This one has.
Yes, and I think it was not. I think it was actually. I want to say 30.
Yeah, something like that.
7, 8, I think it's 30 or 31, something like that. That's great.
I think I did that because the game actually tells us on what floor we are.
Yes.
Right, and it was like.
And you're running down the floors. Yeah.
Like holy hell, that's a lot of floors for a motel.
It's a lot of floors. Totally is. Thank you, Effect Life. Tier 2, 64 months of support. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Effect Life. That means that is 5 years and 4 months, 5 and a third months, or 5 and a third years rather, for that. Thank you so much, Effect Life. I appreciate it. Thank you. We are using, of course, ArvBot Plus, brought to you by the power of Effect Life's programming. Yeah, they don't build it over 5 years. It's great. Good to see you, Effect Life. They don't build them like that anymore. That's right, Big Boss. They don't, not anymore. And then we have today's. And today's is just here's what I look like after sleeping in the 31st floor of the 31 floor motel or whatever is the deal.
Something like that.
And we are good to go with our character Hard Road Fantastic. Now, for those of you in chat who have not played with us before, many of you have, but for those of you who have not, the way this works is that you folks actually get to make the decisions on this. So you are the ones who actually get to decide where we go and what we do, although there are some limits in terms of sometimes we have to streamline things because it would be too hard on stream. But we're using an actual book. Let it be noted, this is completely non-Gen AI. Gen AI should be yeeted into the sun. This is an original book that I bought back in copyright 1986. That sounds about right. 87, 88, something like that. Obviously, Tari is a living person and not a chatbot, so no Gen AI art.
Kill all humans.
Damn it! I thought I changed that protocol.
Humanity.
I thought I changed
that protocol.
It's fine.
From I have no mouse. I must stream.
It's
here.
fine. This is all Skynet. This is all Skynet. It's fine. This is all totally fine. But anyway, yeah, so no Gen AI here. So Atari is going to live illustrate this while we are doing our playthrough.
Mhm.
I will give you a little bit of a summary of what happened in our last session so everyone knows where we go. And then you folks are going to be voting on the decisions that we make. Before we do that, though, Tari and I have to do one very important thing, and that is to decide
Yes.
what music we're going to listen to today.
I was already thinking of something.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I
what do you
don't
got?
remember if we already did that. Did we already do Full Throttle?
I know we did Twisted Metal, and I thought we did Carmageddon. I don't know if we did
Okay.
Full Throttle.
Then I want to do Full Throttle.
Okay, let me see if we did. No, I don't think we
actually
did.
have
I
a
don't think
hand
we did.
embroidered patch of the Gun Jackals who did the soundtrack for
Awesome.
Full Throttle here on one of my battle vests.
You realize we are going to be demonetized into the Stone Age, right? I'm just letting you know.
Is it? Oh, god damn it.
Well, I don't necessarily have a complaint about that because I'm sort of aware that happens in some of these cases. Because I don't know, but I suspect that a lot of them have, like our last Car Wars one, not demonetized. It just means that it's not a copyright strike. It's just that someone else either gets the money or whatever. Like I'm not that sussed about it, but I'm just I'm mentioning that as a thought.
Right. Okay. Dang it. Well, then I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what other car. Let me hold on. Let me just play temporarily, quickly. I can't remember if we did this or not. What's another? Oh, you know what else we could do? I wonder.
Well,
this will
Full
probably.
Throttle isn't car centric either.
Well, yeah, but it's got a dude on a bike, and I mean, like I understand, but I think we could do the OST for Interstate 76. Now,
I have no idea what that is.
Oh, really? Interstate 76 is basically it's like Car Wars with polygonal characters and set with like a 70s action movie vibe. So it's like Car Wars if it had a mid 70s vibe and it was like not taking itself seriously ever. That would basically be what this is. So perfect. That's totally what we're going to do. All right, I'm going to show you that. That may also be a problem, but whatever, right? Like, okay, I've put that link in. This is the Interstate 76 OST soundtrack, Nitro Pack soundtrack. So very cool.
Oh my god.
So good.
Looks great. Yeah.
This was honestly like, and the lead, that guy that you see in front. Before you look, Tari, give me what you think the name of the guy in the front with the sunglasses is. And it's not Arv, okay? I understand it looks vaguely like me in another context, but what would you say that nickname would be?
Probably gonna be some riff on Tom Selleck, right? Like giving that vibe.
I think it's got to be later.
So...
It's earlier. Selleck is 80s. There is also an Interstate 82, which was the sequel, which is more like that, but
I see.
That's true, T-Bank.
Oh god, yeah, I don't.
It was hard as hell.
Idea.
Groove Champion. Let's go.
Groove Champion. Hell yeah.
See? It's so good. Oh man.
That is indeed very good.
I think you would. It is hard as hell, but it is a very, very fun game story-wise and everything. It's just hard to play, but it was good times. Yeah, get down with that wah pedal, chat. Let's go. All right. So, this is what happened, chat. It all went down like this. And then you hear this wop music like, it started with a car called the Harburg. All right. So we are a champion driver. I know you'll be shocked. This, by the way, chat, is the world of 2036. So only 10 years from now, this is the world we're going to live in. I just want you all to know. Where adventure is everywhere and the right of way belongs to the driver with the biggest guns. Hell yeah. Based on blah, 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 blah. Okay, so here's the sort of summary. Mother said there'd be days like this. It seemed like an easy job. All you had to do was deliver a briefcase to a truck stop outside of Boston. Sure enough, shut your mouth. But then you found out that the Anarchist Relief Front wanted that briefcase too. The ARFs are tough customers, and their biker gang rivals turned out to be even tougher. And just when you thought the ARFs were beaten, they turned out to be very sore losers. Now they're holding your militia comrades as hostages in a truck stop, along with a fortune in gasoline. And the ARFs are threatening to blow up the gasoline, the truck stop, the hostages, and themselves. Can you save the truck stop? Only your character's skills, your own decisions, and the luck of the dice will make the difference between a flaming death and Fuel's Gold!
Very nice.
Dance to the king, dance to the king. All right. So we're training for the future. That's right. That's exactly right. So in the meantime, we have gotten some notes together. We have got our car. We've actually won a couple of car battles. We've got body armor, personal body armor, and a submachine gun. We've also got a revolver in your luggage because, you know, we always need to have a second one, I guess. Plus 2 grenades. And we have got a blue pass for Hysham. I don't know what that means, but we'll remember it later on. And we've got this sealed briefcase that we're supposed to take from one place to another. We've already had someone, remember that room service thing, try to break into our hotel room? We took them down. Now we are doing the thing by bringing it in a car. And so with that all said, chat, here we go. Everyone kick it back, rock to I-76, and here we go. You pull onto the road again, heading toward Lone Star Louie's. It's only a half hour until you sight the gaudy sign. Lone Star Louie's, little bit of Lubbock, truck stop and grill. Only mesquite broiled steaks east of the Hudson. Oh, only mesquite broiled steaks east of the Hudson. Open 24 hours. Free jalapeno ice cream for the kids. Take the next exit, you can't miss it. This is the decision point. You need to decide whether you're going to turn to the truck stop and deliver your package or whether you want to take Kathy on to Boston. Oh, yes. We rescued a woman, Kathy, who was there. I don't remember why. I think we picked her up because she was under attack or something. She's eventually going to Boston. However, we also told her that we were going to need to stop at the truck stop first because that's our job, right? So we have to do that because if we don't do that, we're basically going to get in trouble. And so the question is, are we going to stick to that or take the girl to Boston? So this is our first vote of the day. I'm going to pull up my polls here. Okay, here we go. Very simple early vote here, chat. Vote $vote space 1 means we go to the truck stop, which is what we're supposed to do. $vote space 2 means we take the girl to Boston. Make sure as you vote, you groove, all right? Dance. You know that it's working because Tari's giving you the dynamic shot of the cockpit right now, like it's the inside of the car. We know that the groove is working.
Yes.
Oh yeah. All right.
The groove.
Oh my God, the wah pedal. And the Rhodes, we got a Rhodes organ in the background. Let's go. And of course, trumpet. Because I play trumpet myself, I often get very smug when I'm talking to my kids about it. I'm like, and what makes this song work? And they're like, the trumpets, Dad. I'm like, that's right. You are correct. All right, we got one vote for... We've got one vote for...
I think every stereotype about dads ever was specifically based on...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%. Truck stop is vote 1. Move on to Boston is vote 2. Oh, man, I forgot how good this soundtrack was. Exactly. When you have something to brag about, why not do it? Exactly.
So from when is this game, though?
This game, I want to say...
So how old is this game, by the way?
Late 90s, I want to say. I'll look it up. I think it was late 90s.
Because it looks like the kind of 2010s indie game, you know?
No, it was earlier than that. It was 1997. Yep. Oh, man. We are voting imaginary. We are voting for, we were given this thing to bring this sealed briefcase to stop. Yeah, exactly what Effect Life said. To stop at the truck stop or bring the girl to Boston. But we told the girl when we picked her up that we were going to have to stop at the truck stop first, because otherwise they're basically people watching to see if we do this mission. And if we don't, they're basically coming after us. So we told her this, but, you know, it's technically still a choice. So the guy who came and saw us was like, well, you know, if you don't do this, you know. Oh, man. So good. All right. So I'm going to go last call on this. Last call. There are other girls. There may not be another mission. See? Exactly. It's always the mission. There's only so many sealed briefcases in the world, right? Plus, I want to get rid of this damn briefcase if someone is trying to break down our hotel room door already. Hotel's a little dramatic. The largest motel in the world. Yeah, I think that's what it was, Tari. It's the fact that it was both a motel, but also had like 30 plus floors. And I was like, yes, any motel I've ever been to has like 2 floors maximum. Like, you know, the girls working for those people.
I've never been to a motel. They're not really a thing here.
Yeah, so, yeah. I mean, hotels, obviously there are hotels that have lots of floors in them, but motels, it's not what you would call high class accommodations. Okay. Right. So the vote is this. What if there's a girl inside the sealed briefcase? This is a good point, Leonardo. That's an excellent point. And if that's and that person could be dying right now and we wouldn't know. It's Schrodinger's girl. Like maybe she's in the briefcase. Maybe she isn't in the briefcase. We don't know. So this is a good point. All right. We are stopping at the truck stop according to the will of chat. You pull up to the gate. I'm going to have to do that voice because you pull up to the gate of the truck stop. Oddly enough, there's a militiaman at the gate, and there are several Massachusetts militia vehicles here. In fact, the whole place is full of militia and police. Damn. The guard at the... Okay, I added the damn. The guard at the gate stops you and asks your business. You show him your blue pass. Then he asks your passenger her business. She's with me, you say. She was hitchhiking, and 2 guys started bothering her. I'm going to take her on to Boston when I'm done here. The guard thinks for a minute. Okay, he says finally, go on in. But you'll have to stay in the restaurant, he says to the hitchhiker as he hands her a pass. You drop your passenger off at the restaurant. A guard challenges you and reminds you that you can't park here, but you explain the situation, and he retreats. Do you wish to go directly to the main building, or do you wish to charge your power plant first? So, in the dystopic future, apparently gas is not a thing for the most part, and so you've got a power plant. So, the question is, chat, do we charge the power plant or not? $ vote space 1 is go directly to the main building. $ vote space 2 is charge your power plant first.
Right, like the whole thing with this was, which is so fucking hilarious, that they have electric cars in the apocalyptic future, right? Something like, it's so funny. Like, can you imagine?
It's just, yeah. It's like, I mean, listen, you know, it is true that EVs are the future. I just don't know that EVs plus roof-mounted turrets are the future. Like, that's the...
No, it's just like, because, like, they are, like, luxury products, right?
Yeah.
Currently. So it's like, you know, for, like...
Well, at the time, like, the funny thing is that in these, like, in Car Wars, if you get a gas-powered vehicle, it's, like, this huge luxury because they're really powerful, and there's all this, like, nostalgia. But it's, you know, you're reading it in an age in which gas is king, right, back in the 80s. So it's like the world of nostalgia for something that hasn't left yet. It's like they were predicting it was going to disappear or eventually be replaced.
Yeah.
I mean, fossil fuels, they are going to be replaced eventually. That's the whole thing, you know.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 votes for power plant. 2 votes for power plant. I'm going to last call this. Please get in your votes now. Also, I don't know if you can see this, chat, but or maybe Tari can. That's what the look is of the officer.
Isn't that a Mountie?
No, that in the U.S. Highway Patrol can have hats like that. They can have hats like...
We went further north than we saw.
That's right. No, they can have hats like that in the even in Highway Patrol. The mirrored sunglasses with the mirrors on the inside, you know, that type of deal. First production rechargeable electric car was built Thomas Parker built a production electric car in London 1884. Andreas Flocken built Germany 1888. Yeah. No, I mean, the thing is that, like, everyone talks about the new technology. If it hadn't been restricted by fossil fuel companies who did not want the internal combustion engine to go the way of the dodo, we would have had it a lot earlier, you know? So... Yeah, although Effect Life,
well,
that
but also
range...
batteries being a thing, right?
And the batteries. And battery technology has improved a lot, though. But yes, you're right. You know, Effect Life, it is true, but EVs, the range and charging speed infrastructure, that is improving rapidly, though. I mean, yes, you're right, but it's improving rapidly. I would guess that 10 years from now, range is not going to be a real concern, just because the battery technology has improved so substantially. So... okay, and there we go. We're going to go to the power plant first. We want to be responsible. Okay. You park your car near the chargers. Excuse me, sir, a large militiaman bellows. Civilians are being evacuated. You will have to return to your car and leave. I serve the flaming... No. You show the militiaman your blue pass. I'm sorry, sir, he says, saluting. I can't allow you to park here. You can get a charge later if you need one, but at the moment this area is being cleared. Further questioning reveals the only place you'll be allowed to park is in front of the main building. All right. Guess we'll worry about that later. At the door of the main building, you are challenged by another guard. You show him your blue pass. He lets you keep it. Every time they say blue, it's italicized, which worries me a little bit. We do have a blue pass, but they keep saying blue pass. He lets you keep it and tells you Colonel Hysham is in room 201 on the top floor. The militia has apparently commandeered the lodgings at the truck stop. Colonel Hysham is in a suite on the end of the building. An aide takes the blue pass you received in Albany. Finally, Colonel Hysham looks up and salutes. I understand you have a courier package for me, he says. You give him the package. He breaks the seal and takes a folder from the package. He looks at it for a few moments, saying and yes a lot. Then he looks up at you. Come here, Ace, he says. I want to show you something. The folder contains a handwritten message. All right, now let me see if we have an illustration I can show chat. You did a 1,500-kilometer drive to Hungary vacation, had to refuel once on the road. If I had to do that with the VW ID4 company car, I'd have had to pause like 5 or 6 times. Oh, yeah. No, I think that that's reasonable. I just think that it's important to recognize, I agree with you. I just want to make sure that, like, that we're doing it based on actual range concerns, not like a lot of people talk about the idea that range concerns are not actually reasonable for what people actually use it for. At least not as much as people think. What you're describing, yes, that's a whole different matter. All right.
Average person driving 1 million kilometers per week, statistical error, Dutch person who drives to vacation to Switzerland every
yeah.
Austria.
That's fair. But you know, the people like around, you know, who are like driving 10 miles back and forth to the, like, collectively to get to the grocery store and like whatever, like those people do not have to worry about these things, you know. Okay, it doesn't look like they have. Okay, they do not have it, so I will show it to you. It looks like this, and then I'll read it. Let me see if I can actually... I'm going to make this big enough we can actually see this. Gabby, you won't believe what we've got here. Mo and Mickey tracked down a gasoline dump. There are hundreds of barrels here, 5 truckloads at least. This is going to make Operation Phoenix a real blast. We're rolling right away. Put the word out. Frank. You know what they say about people called Frank. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Operation Phoenix, as far as we can tell...
Ninjas?
Yes, exactly. Is an ARF plan to strike at police units and blow Boston into anarchy, Hysham explains. We're pretty sure the ARF will try to come through here tonight, because I'll bet anything they want to use this truck stop as a recharging depot, and I don't think we want them to do that. Hysham signs the pay voucher, hands it over to you, and shakes your hand. Then he says, Listen, Ace, we're undermanned and hurting. Would you be willing to throw in with us? We're planning to hold this truck stop against the ARFs. It's worth a month's combat pay. Okay, let me just double check something. Okay, we did not have any pamphlets we wanted to show.
Do we side with the fascists or with the anarchists?
I think it's, do we side with, like, we already got our money, let's bail, classic Mad Max stuff, or do we, you know, do the right thing, right? Something tells me we're not going to be allowed not to anyway. I just have a feeling. But all right, Chad, here are the decisions. Will we join Hisham's force? I mean, a month's combat pay is serious cash. So do we join Hisham's force or are we not interested? $ vote space 1 says we join Hisham's force. $ vote space 2 means we are not interested. Okay. That's true. She's sitting at the restaurant right now. Oh my god, this soundtrack is absolutely awesome. Forgot how good it was. We got a vote here, tie vote. 2 votes to join Hisham's force, 2 votes to say we're not interested. Right, Leonardo? That's what I'm saying. Ba, ba. Da, da. All right, we got a tie, chat. We have a tie, and we need to break this tie. Are we joining Hisham's combat force to defend the truck stop? That's $ vote space 1. Or are we taking Kathy to Boston? That's $ vote space 2. Bam, bam. Oh, so good. Last call. Gonna need someone to break this tie. Currently, we're sitting at 2-2. Chat is divided. Someone must bring us. A house divided against itself cannot stand. Imaginary exponent has changed the vote, and thus has brought us to a resolution. Thank you for thinking about those things, Imaginary. Going once, going twice. All right, we're joining the combat force, chat. Doing it one way or the other. Okay. Sorry, Tari, what?
I was just talking to myself. I forgot to mirror the image.
Oh.
Like, you guys can't see that on stream because of my setup, basically, but like, I actually zoom in and flip around the image a billion times. To make really sure cool. That things look okay.
I'm actually really interested in this drawing. Okay. Great, Hisham Booms. Glad to have you. Cashman, one of his aides salutes. Lieutenant Cashman will draw up the papers. It'll be a few hours before things get interesting, so why don't you take this? He writes a few lines on a piece of paper. And get yourself something to eat. You can leave the truck stop if you need to, but be back by evening. You sign the papers Lieutenant Cashman offers. He gives you, yes, another pass. This one is white. You take the white pass and the note Colonel Hisham gave you and set out for the cafeteria. All right. So we got white pass.
Are we now passing as a white person? Is that what's happening?
In the dystopic future, you can never really pass for white. Okay. So we did that, right? And you set out for the cafeteria. If you left someone waiting at the cafeteria, well, we did. That was Kathy. You walk over to the restaurant. Kathy is there, sitting at a window table, eating an algae burger. That's right, I said it, chat. An algae burger. You order the same. The two of you make small talk over your meal. After eating, you get up to pay. The colonel's note tells the militiaman manning the cash register to charge your meal to the militia. You slap Kathy's ticket in with yours. The cashier scowls but accepts them both. What will you do now? Take Kathy on to Boston. Tell Kathy you have to stay here. Ask Kathy to wait while you look around the truck stop. Now remember, we signed an agreement, right? We said we were going to stay here. So, do we take Kathy on to Boston, which would be, to be clear, a breach of contract? Do we tell Kathy we have to stay here? Or do we ask Kathy to wait while we look around the truck stop? Question mark. All right, what's it going to be, chat? This time you got three options before you. $ vote space 1, take Kathy on to Boston. $ vote space 2 means tell Kathy we have to stay here. $ vote space 3, ask Kathy to wait while we look around the truck stop. We already got 4 votes for that last one. People are on board. People are on board. All right, last call, last call. And all right, we're going to ask Kathy to wait. All right, this gives us a lot of different options. So we can only do each of these things once. Okay, so we can only do each of these things once. We can recharge our power plant. We can get something to eat. I thought we did just eat. We could visit the auto bank. We could say hello to Lone Star Louie.
Let me guess. He's from Texas. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
One would think. Try to get our car repaired. Or
I kind of want people to vote for Lone Star Louis so that you have to do a bad Texan accent.
I stand ready if that happens.
Mm-hmm.
I am prepared. All right, Chad, here we go. $ vote space 1, recharge our power plant. 2, get something to eat. 3, visit the auto bank. 4, say hello to Lone Star Louie. 5, try to get our car repaired. 6, just look around. We also are out of, we do need to get our machine gun fixed, and we do need to get our recoilless rifle and the turret reloaded. So we will need to do that at some point. Doesn't have to be this second. So nobody, you don't have to feel like you have to do that immediately. Just at some point we have to do that. So that's how badly damaged the car is, Triffid. Like, machine gun's inoperable, the left one. The top one, the turret is just out of rounds. And in fact, I think we used a lot of, I think we used our, I don't know if we used the heavy rockets. We might have not used those. But we definitely did use a bunch of rounds from the rest of the stuff, so. All right, right now we've got 1 vote each for visit the auto bank and say hello to Lone Star Louie. Don't forget, we'll have time to do multiples of these, but we can only do each one of these once. All right. Looks like we got some people that want to say hi to Lone Star Louie. Can't imagine why. It's not like a certain alleged friend of mine didn't set up something, you know.
Standing.
All right, last call, last call.
Friend in brackets, allegedly.
Lone Star Louie is probably this really thin-looking dude in a suit and a monocle, like, oh, well, welcome to Lone Star Louie. It's probably something like that. The
Well, I
name
was like
suggested-
imagining like an old cowboy, like a really old one.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Like, oh god, what was the name of that one cowboy actor again who like talks really muffled and you can never understand him?
Oh, yeah. Well, there was a famous one named Gabby Hayes who's like, well, what you could have been should have did was the but, you know, like very difficult to understand, but...
No, he's like... I don't remember. Maybe people in chat know.
Well, I'm thinking either of Foghorn Leghorn, which is not it, or I'm thinking of Elmer Fudd. I don't know.
Then you're also wrong because then you would mean Yosemite Sam, not Foghorn Leghorn.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I say. Well, oh
don't
God.
even know your Looney Tunes.
Oh God. Well, Yosemite Sam.
Yeah, that's
I remember. I'm trying to think of how he spoke though. Well, didn't he do a lot of like yeehaw? He like shot
fast,
everything all
I
the
think.
time, like.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
always shooting in the air.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Say
Really
hello to
angry little
Lone
guy.
Star Louie. You got your wish, Terry.
Yay!
Clearing my throat. All right, here we go. Louis has an apartment over the garage. It's not big, but it's cozy. You knock on the door. He answers, embraces you like he hasn't seen you in months, which he hasn't, and invites you in. Louis is something of a celebrity. He was originally from Lubbock, Texas. When auto dueling began to catch on, he developed a stunt-driving clown act which became popular. He toured for several years and then retired buying this truck stop. Louis was one of the people who helped you get started in auto dueling. He's been a close friend ever since. You notice he's laying out a set of body armor. Okay. Yep, he says. Gonna be a good fight. Well, what's it all about, you ask? Why are the ARFs picking on this place? Well, I'll tell you what I know, Louis says. About 2 days ago, a New York infantryman working for intelligence intercepted the message you took to Hysham. Oh, don't look so surprised. This is my place, and I know a lot about what goes on around here. A hot pursuit. The ARFs have something they call...
Did you just pop a vein or something?
I'm sorry. The ARFs have something they call Operation Phoenix. Now, some of it's a big attack on Boston, but we don't know all the details. They got crazies from all over the country and a lot of explosives, too. And they found an old gasoline dump in New Hampshire. Apparently, it was an army stockpile that just got left when some unit or another left for the free oil wars. The militias posted on all the approaches to Boston. They're in hot pursuit. We don't know for sure where the push will come from, but Hisham's pretty sure the ARFs will come right through here, or try to anyway, sometime tonight. So, are you gonna stick around for the action? If you ever watched any of Dukes of Hazzard, that will make a lot more sense.
I have not,
Unfortunate.
but I have been binge watching Smallville over the past months.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, which has like one of them is Jonathan Kent.
Yeah. Imagine that it was Smallville, but with a complete misunderstanding that a Confederate flag is not a good look ever anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of a different time. A lot of Waylon Jennings music.
I do not know who that is.
Oh, Waylon Jennings? He's like a famous country singer. So a lot of...
Yeah, that would explain why I don't know.
Just the good old boys, never mean to no harm. Like all country music, old school.
I cannot stress this enough. Nobody in Europe listens to country music.
I am. You are not losing out on anything. Original bluegrass actually is pretty good, but country music, no thanks.
I mean, like the stereotypical type, trucks and
and
the kind
being
of stuff that Weird Al parodies in one of his songs.
being lonely and then peeing on a dumpster. Interestingly, I am going to see Weird Al tonight.
Nice.
Going to see Weird Al in concert, 10 minutes from my house. Very
nice.
I've seen him once before. Awesome band.
Same.
Yeah, he's good. Like his band is real tight.
He's great.
Yeah. Okay. So ask if you're going to stick around for the action. So if you told the colonel you'd stay and help the militia, which we did, turn to 142. Okay. Okay. He claps you on the shoulder. Great, he says. I should have known you'd stick with me. Well, let me tell you something, Louis says. I built an escape tunnel out under this place. Hello, the rising tides. Whoop! The hot pursuit. Maybe 2 or 3 people know about it. If you get caught in here, it'd be a handy thing to know about. He walks over to a map of the truck stop. You see this closet here? He points to a storage closet on the bottom floor of the main building. Well, you could take out the floor. Oh, there's a tunnel there that leads to a culvert under the highway. He points to a spot on I-495 just north of the interchange. Here, there's a grill across the culvert, but if you grab it, turn it to the right and pull out, you can get in. You shake hands with Louis again. Good luck, he says. Got to finish getting ready myself. He reaches under his bed for a recoilless rifle. As you leave, he starts to pull the weapon apart from cleaning. Okay, for cleaning. Before I go any further, hi, Rising Tides. Pardon my outrageous Lone Star Louis accent. But
Outstanding.
okay, so we have to put a couple of notes here because I have a feeling we might need that later on. So, storage closet on the bottom floor. When are you flying out, Rising Tides? Or are you already in LA? On the bottom floor building. Take out floor to reach tunnel. Grill past the culvert. Grab, turn to the right, pull out. Okay. I spelled it like grill, like
So, Greg,
you should grill
do you like damn apples?
Let me look at the drawing, specifically apples. Is that what we're talking about? Right
Yes.
there?
Yes.
Look at that. So wait. Is that a cutaway? Like, how are we seeing the briefcase?
So you know these things called comic books? That
Oh,
have,
you
like,
did.
different-
You did the double panel. Oh,
Yeah.
sweet. Look at that. I do know something called comic books. In fact, I believe I've spoken to a certain friend of mine about this very subject. Oh, that's awesome. This is the thing. I honestly have to say, I head to the airport tonight. I should be in LA by tomorrow morning. That's awesome. Safe flight for that, Rising Tides. No, I'm not driving to California. Much as I'm not a fan of flying, I'm not going to do that. So I'm flying back to Cali tomorrow. We are, I think, going to be getting in about 5 o'clock-ish or something on Wednesday. And then we'll be out there. We're flying back Monday, back out here. So that is the plan. We're leaving from JFK again, so I'll have to get a lift down there, which is not optimal, but, it is what it is. No driving out to Cali. So the thing that always amazes me about the comic drawings is that exact thing. Besides just the skill of the art, it's the whole, like, what gives you the idea to go, I'm going to have this extra cutaway. Like, it makes total sense. It's very cool. It demonstrates the importance of the briefcase, blah, blah, blah. But, like, it wouldn't necessarily occur to me that's the thing that you show visually on a page, in terms of how to manage the panels. So whenever I see people doing that, I'm always like, that's so cool. Like, deciding that that's the thing to focus on at that moment visually. So.
Well, I mean, it was about putting the focus on the briefcase.
Yeah.
But also it's just basically filmmaking 101.
Yeah.
This kind of framing.
Yeah.
Where you're but because basically how I did it now, basically
Uh-oh.
to pay.
Well, we got roboting out. Lots of roboting out.
The same thing. For
Hold on. We got major roboting.
from the outside.
Hang on. We got major roboting. I didn't catch any of that, Tari. Can you try again?
Test. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me now?
I think we can hear you now. Yes. So try it again.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I quickly turned my Wi-Fi off and on again.
Okay.
So let's see if that works now.
Okay.
I'm still fine.
Still fine. So yeah,
Okay,
sorry,
so what
I
was
didn't
the
get to
last
that.
thing you understood?
I heard like it was
said?
just basic filmmaking, and then I heard it.
Okay. Yeah. So like this basic filmmaking, like first you like that. I basically set this up as like a whole sequence from the first picture.
Right.
Like we know our character's driving. Like, oh, here's like a person in a car driving fast.
Yep.
Then we change the shot to show that like something next to them, the car.
Caught about 20% of that.
Item is important, you know. I'm like,
Caught about 20%. Sorry, I caught about 20% of that. We roboted again. Yeah, exactly. AI doesn't want us to know how real artists create masterpieces. Exactly. Okay, so yeah, I what I caught was do the establishing shot, then your he's going to try doing this again. I think is what's happening.
Test.
Hello, I can hear you.
Can you hear me okay though?
At the moment I can.
Oh god damn it.
At the moment I can hear you fine.
Okay, cool. Let's hope it stays this way.
Let's try that again.
So what was now the last thing you understood?
So I heard, so you said it's like in filmmaking you want to do an establishing shot of the driving, and then you started up.
I need to re-share my screen apparently.
Yeah. Leonardo in chat said AI doesn't want us to know how real artists create masterpieces. So
yes.
we're going to fight through it. Okay.
Masterpieces. Yes, establishing the whole thing with see someone in the car.
Yep.
You got that?
I did get that. I got that. Oh no. What is going on? It was fine. It was like
fine, I can't tell.
Oh no, it was fine before, and then it was fine before, and then you started cutting out again.
Wait a second.
It was totally fine until about 5 minutes ago, and then we started a robot. Hang in there, chat. Tech problems. We'll get there. We're going to find out this briefcase. We're going to know. We're going to find it out. We're going to know. Yeah. So we're going to get a router reset. So in the meantime, we're going to buckle down and enjoy ourselves some 70s awesomeness. The context of this is, for those this is very a lot of people talk about this like a touchstone for this being escape. The car, Mad Max is the obvious touchstone, but there are people who will also talk about things like Escape from New York. And there is some of that here. But again, Escape from New York feels much more 80s than 70s to me. There's a kind of disco goofiness to the 70s that really kind of fits. And so, yeah, thumbs up here. So that's a big part of how the sort of vibe is with these things. So this music really captures that kind of goofy funk, vibe that the 70s could often create with some of this stuff. Okay. So I'm going to move on until Tari comes back and the router is restarted. So if we have a white pass, and we do, we now know all the details about escaping if we have to. All right. Back to 177. So okay, so now what we're going to do is we have these options. Yep, that was expected. In the meantime, we're going to get, actually, I'm going to do this so we, that wasn't the one I was going to look at. It was that one. There we go. All right, so stay with me while Tari reconnects. So now, chat, that we've done this, we said hello to Lone Star Louie. So now we're back and we can make a new set of choices based on what we have here. So we're going to do these choices again. So we visited Louie. So now $vote space 1 is recharge our power plant. $vote space 2 is get something to eat, which I kind of thought we already did, but whatever. $vote space 3 is visit the auto bank. $vote space 4 is try to get our car repaired. And $vote space 5 is just look around. Now that we've said hello to Lone Star Louie, what do you want to do as our next thing? All right, we have a vote for recharging our power plant. Very logical. Oh, machine gun repaired. T-Bank, if you want that, $ vote space 4 would be what you're looking for. All right, there you go. We got a vote for recharge power plant, a vote for try to get our car repaired. Please get your votes in. We should be able to do others of these. We can only do each of them once, so we already did the visiting Louis. So we have now power plant, get something to eat, auto bank, car repaired, or look around. So now we've got recharge 1 vote and repair the car 1 vote. So get your votes in now. 2 votes for recharge the power plant. Okay. All right, looks like Tari is back. Let's hope that improves things.
Hello.
Hello, hello. All right, router is restarted.
Yes.
Okay. So far, so good. It was okay before, though, too, and then it was good for like an hour plus, and then all of a sudden it started glitching out.
Just sometimes. Bleh. Right, let's see.
All right, let's try that share again.
There you go.
They are in the midst of another vote, which means that we can try one more time on this establishing shot. Okay, so like in a film, you're establishing that they're driving the car. The camera pans up and then reveals this, and then you can go on from there with your explanation.
Yes. And then we see that something is next to them.
Yep.
And to show the importance of that thing next to them and to showcase what it exactly is, we show the thing in full. A close-up.
But like, what makes you think of it that way with the panel that way instead of like side by side or like a straight line separating the panels instead of like a? Is it more dynamic to angle it? Is that the idea?
Yes.
Like okay.
Because like the car is in motion, basically. It suggests speed and action.
That's cool. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, that's just what that is.
Very cool. I also noticed that, do we have kind of semi-plush cushions? Seat cushions?
Just standard old 80s car.
Okay.
80s, 90s car. When is the Fiat Panda? I don't actually know.
I'm guessing a Fiat is like a Panda is like late 70s, early 80s, maybe?
Yeah, probably.
But I have only driven a Fiat once myself, and I don't know if it was a Panda.
1980.
80. Well, no, that would be about what I would have imagined. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that about fits. I think I told you the story, right? That my dad drove a Fiat, and one of the cylinders went out on the highway, and so it went from a top speed of 50 to a top speed of 25. Literally half. It just like that. My dad was an expert in having cars that were, they were not designed like this is. Let's put it that way. So, okay. Right. So we have decided to recharge our power plant. So now you know, Leonardo and others. Okay, we've decided to recharge our power plant, and so we're going to go do that. So when we go to recharge our power plant, you pull up to the generator and get out of your car. As you do so, a guard appears. Pardon me, but civilians are not... Pardon me, but civilians are not allowed to use the facilities. If you have a white pass, and we do, the militiaman steps back and salutes. Sorry, sir, he bellows. You hook up the generator cable and start charging your car. When you're done charging, you unhook the car, salute the militiaman, and drive off. Hell yeah, power plant is recharged. And I assume it takes like 2 minutes in our dystopic future. Right? Is that exactly the same? Okay, so now... I was wondering about that. Okay. Right, so we're going to clear that. So that is now done. So now... All right, chat, we now have 4 options left to us. And then when we're done with this, we can Wait for the action to start. Question mark. Why would you want a car that's just driving? You can also have a car that teaches you engineering. Yes, that's well said, Imaginary. Exactly. All right, chat. So here are options. $ vote space 1, you get something to eat. $ vote space 2, we visit the auto bank. $ vote space 3, try to get our car repaired. I do remind everyone we do need to do that, get our car repaired at some point. $ vote space 4, just look around. $ vote space 5, wait for the action to start. Get your votes in now, please.
By the way, did you give Kathy a Boston accent? I think that needs to be.
It's a good
also
question.
there.
I don't know if I did. The khakis and the khakis. Yeah, I'm going to Bahaba.
Bahaba? Bahaba? What's Bahaba?
Khakis. They put my khakis in my khakis. There's kind of a ba is the R. You'd be like Bar Harbor, but there's like Bahaba. It's sort of like that. Yeah, I go to
like
Roxy
Boston
and
Harbor.
I drive the car. It's kind of like a meh sound. There's a lot of the Boston accent. And also socks. A Red Sox.
Socks.
Socks.
Red Sox. Boston.
I'm going to take the cat to Fenway to watch the Red Sox. There you go.
Oh.
All right, let's see. Going once. Nothing makes me, I get a big smile on my face when I hear a strong Boston accent because I love Boston and it reminds me of when I was doing my doctorate up there and stuff. So, all right, we are going to try to get our car repaired.
That for most of my life, I wasn't able to pronounce Massachusetts at all.
Really?
Like that was like one of my big words that I could never correctly pronounce because who the hell thought that word?
Massachusetts.
Yeah, I always said like something like Massachusetts or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
I had the thing where when I was a kid, I sort of threw a bunch of T's and L's at the wall when it came to saying the word caterpillar, which I always pronounced calipitter. Because I was like, it's just a bunch of, I'm like, calipitter, apparently, when I was very little. That and also, I had trouble when I could pronounce the word scissors perfectly well, but when I saw it, like, actually written, I started to pronounce it skizzors, because I was like, that's what you do. It's k. It's k.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, because pronunciation and spelling in English totally perfectly matches pronunciation always.
100%. That's what I love about English is its consistency and how it's totally reliable, these connections. Okay. Louis' civilian employees have cleared out, but you find the captain in charge of repair and refit for the militia unit. He looks at your car. Well, sure, we can work on it, he says, but it'll take the rest of the day. If Kathy is at the truck stop. Okay, yeah. The repairs will be free, but if you let the mechanic work on your car, you won't be able to take Kathy to Boston. You're committed to helping in the battle. You'll have to decide now. Well, we already said that we're going to take Kathy to Boston after we're not doing that now, right? So I'm going to open this up, but $vote space 1, do we get the repairs done now, which means we have to save the truck stop? Or 2, do we pass and take Kathy to Boston? I thought that we were just staying to help with Boston anyway, but to help with the truck stop. So $vote space 1 means we're getting the repairs done and helping the truck stop. 2 is we're not getting the repairs done and we're going to Boston. Classic example, Worcestershire. That's right. Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. Yeah.
Worcester sauce.
Well, another thing that screws me up is in a lot of old school, talking about military ranks from the lieutenant versus lieutenant. How do you get lieutenant out of L-I-E-U-T-E? Especially when the American pronunciation is lieutenant, L-I-E-U. But yeah, lieutenant. I'm like, lieutenant. Or don't get me started on colonel, which is colonel, apparently. Blame the French. That's generally a good approach. Yeah, colonel. Hey,
I would pronounce it like in German. I would pronounce it as Colonel.
Colonel.
Actually.
Really?
Colonel. Yeah. But that's also my personal accent that I have.
Is that regional? Like if you were in another part of Germany, would that be different?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. As usual, blame the French. Yeah. I feel bad. We're gonna have someone who's gonna be like, as someone who's from Paris, I am incredibly
it's pronounced
offended.
Paris.
Oh, Paris. I am from Paris, you peasants. Oh. And then they actually type in chat hon, as if that's how it works. Okay. So chat is in agreement that we said we're going to fix this goddamn... I love that it gives us like 5 different options to bail on the contract we already signed. Like, we're getting the goddamn repairs done. Whatever. Kathy, you're going to have to wait. Listen, Boston waited 86 years for a championship. You can wait a few years for... you can wait a few hours to go up to Boston, okay? All right. You find Kathy and tell her you won't be able to take her any farther. The hitchhiker sighs. I understand, she says. Guess I'll get to Boston in my own power. Thanks anyway. She goes over to a phone. You won't see her again. Oh, we won't see Kathy again. I mean, I'll take you to Boston, just not right now. You just hang out in the bunker until we blow everyone up, and then we'll do it.
When did this book come out, by the way?
1986.
Okay, good. So I am right with my fashion statement here.
Oh, what you're actually providing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Right. The militia mechanics get right on your car. Don't stand on my car. With their available crew, they can put in 10 man-hours of work. Oh, this is interesting. So each man-hour can do one of the following. A, can repair up to 5 hits of general damage. B, repair 2 damage boxes on a weapon or power plant. C, improve the car's handling class by 1 if it was reduced by combat. D, increase the car's defense class by 1 if it was reduced by combat. And then E, replace the computer if it was broken. Interesting. Car will be resupplied with ammo as well. All right, well, I'm going to have to go look at this because I don't honestly remember. Let's see. Dice damage 2. Okay, the recoilless rifle. So we have 2... How many rounds? Let me see. It looks like we've got 5... Is that right? We've got 4 damage boxes. 2 dice damage is right. 0 rounds left. Okay. So that's going to be that. The machine gun is inoperable and has to be fixed. Heavy rocket, rear combat bonus -1. Dice damage equals 3 plus 1 targeting computer. And let's see. Oh, the car hit points. There we go. All right. So we started out. The car hit points were at 50, and we went all the way to 19. Oh, wow. We really got smacked around by this thing. Oh, no, because it had been reduced a little bit already. So that's not as bad as I thought. 39. Okay. So we lost 20 hit points. Okay. So we are basically down 20 hits on our car hit points. So what we need to do, chat, is we need to fix... So you follow along with me and tell me if this sounds good to you, okay? We have to get 20 hit points repaired on the car. 5 hits gets repaired in 1 man-hour, so it'll take 4 hours to be able to restore the car. That leaves us 6 hours. Then we have to restore damage dice. Now, the machine gun, the left die, was completely destroyed, so to repair it, we're going to need to fix 3 total damage boxes. So what that means is that's going to take a total of 2 man-hours to replace the left machine gun. So that would make it 6 total man-hours, leaving us 4. Then we would have, let me see. I don't think we got damage anywhere else. I think that was the main thing, because our defense class already started 11. So basically, yeah, if we take that 10 hours, we should be able to be completely restored. It looks like. Yep. So it looks like that we're totally good on that. We have not taken damage elsewhere. So I think we're good to go, based upon what I see there in the statistics. So I don't even have to ask chat because we can do it in the time available to us. So we're going to go back to the rifle. The rifle is going to give us again how much room, or how many rounds, rather. It's going to give us... Show me the rounds. Show me the rounds. Show me the Hawberk rounds. There we go. Let's see. Tell me the rounds. Okay, so 20. So there should be 20. Should be 20 in each round. So 20 rounds left. Considering language is French, 13 letters, 2 sounds, the same 2 for every possible set of letters. English, 7 letters, 5 different ways to read them all valid. German, 34 letters, 40 sounds, only one way to read it, unique to the side of building you live in. An emphasis on a wrong syllable, you have to change consonants to escape the judgment. Which is, of course, capitalized since it's German. We just capitalize words at all times. We're like, all right, quick, capitalize.
But, like, why is it, like, such a thing that people struggle with? It's literally just nouns. The nouns get capitalized.
It just does
like,
feel like
difficult.
Every so often they're just kind of like, now, do it. Oh, actually, we can restore. It had 39 hit points left. We can actually restore this all the way to 50 because we have the extra time. So, yeah, let's go. All right, so we can restore that to 50, 20 rounds, 20 rounds, 20 rounds, and it is no longer inoperable. And everything else is working. All right. We got all that done, I think, for free, he said, doubtfully. While they're working, you may return to 177. Okay. All right. So there we go. That was good. I'm glad we got that accomplished. Right. So now what we've got is this. All right, chat. We've done all of these things. So now, $ vote space 1, get something to eat. $ vote space 2 is visit the autobank. $ vote space 3 is just look around. $ vote space 4 is wait for the action to start. At this point, all the stuff that I think we needed to do has been done. So it's just whatever you all think is like you'd like to do before the fighting happens. Because we fixed all this stuff. T-Bank says, wait for the action to start. It's cool. It's like Tedeschi truck sounding.
That is one broken thumb. That's really nice.
Broken thumb? Look. Oh, I see. That's Kathy?
Yes, that's Kathy.
Oh, man, we saw her just in time for her to leave. All right, Chad, we have 1 vote for waiting for the action to start. Get your votes in. Get your votes in, everybody. Now is the time for all good people to be heard, as they say. All right, we got another vote for waiting for the action to start. All right. Going to last call this now. Okay, going once. Going twice. Sold. All right, we're going to wait for the action to start. Okay, so here we go. You look around you with a start. You're in a small office off the main corridor of the truck stop. Somehow you dropped off to sleep while waiting for the action to start. Wait, what? Someone draped an olive drab blanket over you and placed another one under your head. From the bustle you see around you, it's time to get to work. You decide to look up your old friend Lone Star Louie. You've already looked up once. If you've already been to the truck stop and you talked to Louie then, we did. You ask some of the militiamen where Louie is. They direct you to the middle of the truck stop compound. There he is, checking things over and directing installation of a huge mortar. You look at the shells. They're about 8 inches across. You'd hate to be on the receiving end of one of those. All right, Ace, he beams when he sees you. I'm glad to see you here. Listen, I just wanted to say thanks for coming to help. I knew you would. You make small talk for a few minutes and help him calibrate the mortar's aiming circles. Then he punches you on the shoulder, doing 80 points of damage. No. Then he punches you on the shoulder. Well, I think you ought to go report to the colonel. Hang in there. Hot pursuit. I know the girl in the picture is chewing a gum, but I saw a gas mask in that image, and I now try very hard to unsee it. I can see that. Maybe it's both. Maybe it's a bubble gum that doubles as a gas mask in the dystopian future. This time, you find the colonel in the cafeteria commandeered as a meeting room. Okay, Ace, he says, glad to have you back. I have a job for you. The ARFs are convoying down here. He points to a map along I-495. Now, these guys are really loose. They don't have any controls. Anyone can join the convoy. Fact is, there are probably a half dozen cars there who don't know they're convoying with a gang of terrorists intent on destroying Boston. What I want you to do is lead a force of 6 vehicles up here to Marlborough. When the convoy goes past, you join up with them. Stay to the back. As soon as the fighting starts here, you start shooting. They're disorganized already. If we can disorganize them even more, we can split them up and pick them off. Sound group? Sound good? That's sound group. It's the rest of your group is good. Sound good? That's what he said. Okay, the rest of your group is over there. He points to a spot near the charging generators. Oh, and you better take this. It'll help identify you if things get thick. He hands you a baseball cap with Hisham's Heroes and a first lieutenant's stripe embroidered on the front, then salutes. All right, I need to write that down. So we also have Hisham's baseball cap.
Greg, tell me like a really stereotypically well-liked band from the 80s.
Duran Duran.
Duran Duran, okay.
And I guarantee people looking just like this were at Duran Duran concerts.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was looking for.
You're either doing that or you're doing Madonna, but basically 100%. Okay.
Oh, that's easy to draw. Like a really geometrical design.
Ooh. All right, Tari, remember that cone of silence thing I told you about?
Yeah.
The first part of the cone of silence thing?
Yes.
So that it is going out for the thing that I have to do to the thing, if you know what I mean.
Ooh.
Assuming
that like there were multiple code of silence things.
Yes, but it was the first of those things relating to the more. It was the one that was farther along.
Was it the good thing or the bad thing?
It was good. No, it was good. It was good.
Oh, the good thing. Okay, yeah, okay, cool.
And I'll tell you that also, chat. A very good thing, but I can't talk about it yet. But it is very good news. Okay.
I am live tweeting about it.
God damn it! Guess what? It would be funny too because you forgot what it was. You're like, guess what? Greg's got a cone of silence thing. Yeah. Everyone's like, what?
Yeah.
and then the person finds out and they're like, you know that thing we were going to have you do? We're not anymore. God damn it. Yeah. But she didn't say anything. She just said cone of silence. We know what you meant. So, okay. So, he gives us a Hisham's Heroes cap. I have a feeling we're about to see some shooting. Sorry, I'm guessing. You go over to meet the other drivers. There are 5 of them, each with a nondescript but well-armed car. Among them, you recognize a fellow pro duelist. Another turns out to be an amateur you've heard of. You talk for a moment, then Hisham's Heroes start down the road. How does it feel, chat, to be part of the HH? You know, not everyone. Every man dies. Not every man truly belongs to HH. I don't know. You drive for a few miles until you get to the Marlborough exit. You split into pairs and sit back to wait. About 2 hours later, you start hearing chatter over the CB, mostly about what the talkers are going to do when they get into Boston. It's definitely the ARFs. I wonder if the dystopianness of the future is in fact that Boston still exists. Hey, you be nice to Boston. Boston has more universities per capita than any area in the world. Okay? Lots of colleges, universities, higher learning. Okay, so it was deeply racist 100 years ago. Granted, that was a huge problem. On the other hand...
but on the other hand, how many places weren't?
That, right. And also, the first place that actually really legitimately desegregated professional basketball, which became a huge source of like if you were to look at all of the sports leagues, the NBA is clearly the most progressive of all the pro sports leagues. And that started in Boston when Red Auerbach, the Jewish coach of the Celtics, fielded a bunch of black players. And it did not go over well with a lot of the Boston fan base. And Auerbach was like, fine, then fire me. And no one was going to do that because Auerbach was one of the best pro coaches of all time and won, like 11 championships with the Celtics. So he was the one who got Bill Russell, who's one of the greatest of all time, to play with him, and tons of people like that. So, yeah, something. How much do those educational facilities extort from the Boston community? You know what, Unstable Deos? I'll give you that. I do think that there are cases where the facilities do that. It depends, obviously, on the facility. I would say that Harvard has been a bad offender in that regard. So is MIT in its own way. I don't know that places like Brandeis, which is back out in Waltham, have done the same thing. But you're right in general that there has been too much kowtowing to sort of, and not just universities. There's been a lot of kowtowing to God knows governmental organizations. And I speak as someone who's been in academia for many years, and I think academia has the potential to do great good, but has also done bad things in the past. So I'll give you that one, Deus. Yeah, that's fair. I agree with you. But the question is, what are they doing going forward, right? Like, and also all these institutions are not built the same. You know, a lot of the community colleges did not extort anybody. In fact, they were supplements for that community, and they were places where everyone else would not be able to go. So, you know, you don't want to compare apples and kumquats, right? Like, you want to compare the same things to the same things. That said, I don't deny your point overall, though, Unstable Deus. Yeah, I agree with you. That's not good. Yankees have 27 World Series. Yeah, but you know what, Leonardo? They've got one, count them one, in the last 20, since 2004 when they lost in the greatest collapse of all time to the Boston Red Sox. That was 22 years. So in 22 years, they've been to exactly one. They won one World Series, and they've been to two, despite having a top three payroll. In that same time period, the Red Sox have won four. So if you were once a team that mattered, clap your hands. If now you're a team of the millennium, clap your hands. Oh, they can't clap because they're not the team. Sorry, it's just me being anti-Yankees. Right. So, mostly about what the talkers are going to do when they get into Boston. It's definitely the ARFs. Soon the convoy comes over the horizon. Convoy is not the perfect word. The ARFs are a mass of cars covering both lanes of I-495 and stretching back almost a mile. I'm being serious and informative. I'm mostly being silly also. You have to remember, Leonardo, I teach in New York. So I have taught in New York I'm starting my 24th year at St. John's this year. So I've been here for quite a while. And so I had to go through the lean years. You know what I'm saying? I was there in 2003. I was there when do not cite the deep magic to me, okay? I was there when it was written. No, I think the Yankees, you know, this is like me being a Celtics fan. I was joking with my son, who's a big NBA guy, and I was joking with my 10-year-old. I was like, oh, yeah, you know, like the Celtics are definitely an underdog because they haven't won in 2 years. And he's like, Daddy, the Boston Celtics have won 18 championships. They're not an underdog. I'm like, yes, but how many have they won lately? He's like, they won one 2 years ago. I'm like, okay, but last year, he's just like, he was so indignant. He's like, they're not an underdog. Stop. They can't be an underdog. So that's kind of the thing with the Yankees. Like, you know, I will never feel sorry for the Yankees. But admittedly, if I were talking with like a Pirates fan, right? Or if I were talking with like, I don't know, a Royals fan, like if I'm talking with someone who's won 0 or 1 World Series or whatever, they don't want to hear from me, a team that's won like 8 championships or 9, you know. My only argument is with the Yankee fan. That's all. Anyway, sorry. I keep being disconnected because of sports talk. Right. Soon the convoy comes over the horizon. Convoy is not the perfect word. The ARFs are a mass of cars covering both lanes of I-495 and stretching back almost a mile. You signal to the other cars. You and another car start toward the mass. The second pair follows behind you, and finally the third pair follows behind them. It's easy enough to merge with the ARFs. Their convoy includes all kinds of cars. Most are junkers, but a few are shiny and formidable. Many are painted with crude playing card insignia. So wait. Oh, Tari, I have a feeling some of the cars apparently have like ace of spades or whatever on the doors. Like and they've got to have the fuzzy dice, I assume, hanging from the mirror because of course they do. You drive with the mob, keeping silence for about 10 miles, monitoring both the ARF channel and the channel the militia is using. About 5 miles from the truck stop, a voice comes over the ARF channel. Okay, gang, the voice says. This is Ace of Hearts. It is Ace of Hearts. This is Ace of Hearts. Everybody sound off. The ARFs give playing cards as IDs. 5 of diamonds is right in front of you, for instance. What do? Do you keep silence? If you found a playing card in the course of this adventure, you can use it as your ID. Multiply the number of the card by the number of letters in the name of the suit and turn to that paragraph. I have a feeling we did not do that. I don't remember getting a playing card. Did we actually beat up that person who came into the hotel room? We did, didn't we? Didn't we beat them up and then ran down the stairs or something? I thought we...
I vaguely remember something like that, yes.
I thought we did, but I guess we didn't get a card. All right, so we don't have that, chat. So we either have to keep silent or we have to make up something. So what's it going to be? $ vote space 1 means we keep silence. $ vote space 2 means we make up something. Okay. I love it. I love this picture is oh man, the overlarge sweatshirt and everything. With the bra strap clearly visible.
Of course.
And the bubble gum and the ridiculous hair. The hair really was ridiculous, by the way. I speak as someone who lived during that time when the hair was there. And it wasn't until later that I was like, what was everyone doing?
Well, hairspray was just invented, right?
You would think so from how many people were using it. It was legitimately like, it did feel like a group of people for about a 3-year period just thought that mullets were the only thing that existed and everybody did it. Like, just to be on the safe, clear, I did not wear a mullet. Maybe that's why I was getting bullied. I didn't do the mullet. There were a lot of mullets.
Well, then you deserved it.
I deserved it. Yeah, sure. I deserved it because I did not have a mullet. Yeah. But I'm talking men and women. A lot of men and women doing mullets. And highlights.
I mean, now again, right? Like, mullets had a huge comeback a few years ago.
Didn't they go away again, though? No, they had a huge comeback and they never left? I see. Let's see. Which reminds me, at some point in this illustration playthrough, you're going to have to do a mullet on somebody. Like, not this one. Yeah. I think I agree with you that Kathy's looking right, but, you know. Okay. Right, there we go. Okay, so we are going to make something up. All right, here we go. Bucket of lizards.
Lone Star next.
Bucket of lizards, you announce. Okay, so we said bucket of lizards. There's a deadly silence, and then... That's pretty good, a voice replies over the railroad. Yeah, that guy's got the anarchist spirit, another voice says. It freaking worked. Bucket of lizards. The countdown continues, but now it's totally disorganized. Several of the ARFs copy your joke. A couple are clever. Most are just obscene. Whoops. Okay, listen up, the first voice says. We're stopping at the truck stop up here to charge. Go on in by numbers. Deuces first, then up to aces. Bucket of lizards, you and the other dingbats are the jokers in the deck. You go in last. You wait at the back of the group. 4 vehicles, apparently the deuces, pull away and speed toward the truck stop. Suddenly, a shell lobs from inside the walls. It lands near the attackers. Another shell hits, this one from Louis' giant war surplus mortar. It lands in front of a low-slung car bearing the 4 of clubs insignia. The whole car is thrown into the air to land a wreck. The battle is on. Okay, before we do the battle, there's a picture, and I want to see if I can show this picture quickly before we get to the greatest pictures, which are Tari's. But let's see. It's like, did you mean fool's gold? No, I meant fuel's gold. Not mean fool's gold. Okay. Show my images, please. I did mean not fool's gold, no. Fuel's gold. Why am I getting some of these images? These images are a bunch of nonsense. All right, I don't see it. I'm going to have to show it to you all in person. This is why it's important to have a live human illustrator. You know, I don't have to rely on this. Okay, this is what happens when the mortar hits the car. Kablam!
Hey, explosions!
Explosion! So much for the 4 of clubs. Apparently, you didn't have the full house. Let's go. Right. Should have folded. All right. The battle is on. Yeah, it is. As 4 of clubs crashes to the ground, you start firing at 5 of diamonds. He's totally surprised. You get 3 free rounds of fire before he can shoot back. Well, well, well. You're up against an old Pisces roadster with chunks of steel hanging off its sides as extra armor. It would never be street legal, but the ARFs don't care. This is a dogfight. You can each use any weapon. 5 of diamonds has a gunner and can fire 2 weapons per turn while his rockets last. Okay. Well, so what we need to do is take this guy out. We get 3 rounds. So let me put down what he's got. Last time we had a couple of fights. We have not had a fight so far today. Until now. All right. 5 of diamonds. All right. His defense, let's see. All right. He's a driver -2. Hit points is 36. And I'll explain how this works. It's a little bit different than the usual fighting. Okay. So, to be able to fight, it goes like this. Like this. All right. So, when you have an opportunity to attack, most vehicles may attack only once per turn, but there are 2 exceptions to this. If you have twin weapons, they most fire together, roll separately for each. If a car is both a driver and a gunner and more than 1 weapon, then it can fire twice per turn. But we get 3 shots at this guy, which we should probably do faster, you know, sooner rather than later to try to take him out before the gunner does his thing. So, let's see. So we add our gunner skill. Our gunner skill is 1. The bonus for the weapon you're using, that depends on what we're using. If we use the rifle, it's we have a combat bonus of 0, so it'd just be, again, a 1 is what we'd be doing. And then we add our combat bonus, and we're looking to get over the defense class. Defense class of this thing is a 15. So let's see. We're going to roll 2. Oh, and the bonus for the computer, I forgot about that. So that's +1. So +1. +1 for our gunnery is +2. And let's see. Defense class is 15. I guess that's because of how that armor it's got on the side. Well. All right, so we're going to have to decide how we want to try to aim to hit this thing. And I'm looking just to see with the recoilless rifle. Okay, so we basically have two choices here at the moment. We're going to get 3 shots on this guy. Each time we hit, we could do some serious damage, but it's not going to be easy to hit this guy. We're going to have to like really put it together. So the way this works is we are basically going to have to decide what weapon we want to use. So if we use the recoilless rifle, if you look at our notes there, okay. If you look at the notes there, you will see that it says it's turret mounted. Combat bonus is just flat, which means that it has no combat bonus, negative or positive, which means it's using our gunnery plus our targeting computer. So it's +2 to hit. If it hits, then it does 2 dice of damage to the car that we're firing at. So the recoilless rifle might be the best balance of 2 hit and damage, but you know, it is what it is. We could use our machine guns. Either left or right, doesn't really matter. We could use left or right machine gun. Combat bonus is 0, so again it would be 2, and our dice damage would be 1 damage, so that like 1 dice worth of damage. So the recoilless rifle and the machine gun basically do the same amounts of damage. So there's probably no reason to use the machine gun actually, because the turret is just as good. The real choice has to be whether we're going to try to use a heavy rocket. Now, we have 2 heavy rockets that we've got, I believe. Let me just confirm how many rockets we've got. We have got, let's see, how many do we have? It looks like we have... How many heavy rocket? 2. We have 2 heavy rockets. So we could also fire a heavy rocket. Now the heavy rocket is -1. So instead of having +2 to hit, which is our gunnery plus our targeting computer, -1 means we'd only have a +1. But if we hit, we would do 3 dice of damage. So basically the question is, do we do the recoilless rifle, which is +2 to hit and 2 dice damage, or do we do the heavy rocket, which is +1 to hit and 3 dice of damage? We've only got 2 heavy rockets as well, so just keep that in mind. So get in your votes. Once we have this vote, then we're just going to go with that weapon for the course of the fight until someone tells me different. So are we doing recoilless rifle? That's $vote_1. Again, +2 to hit, 2 dice of damage if we hit. Or are we doing heavy rocket, which is +1 to hit and does 3 dice of damage to hit once it hits? What are we going to do? How would you like to vote? And we get 3 free shots at this dude before he starts doing his thing. Okay, I have 1 vote for recoilless rifle.
Do you like my Lone Stars?
Oh my god.
4.
It's like this, like, yeah, hot pursuit. Oh my god. He looks somewhere like a cross between like a freaking rodeo clown and like if the Prince of Persia had like just got hopped up on drugs too much, like, and decided to start wearing cowboy hats. Like he's got the pantaloons and the stuff. Like, it's awesome. Or it feels like it should be like a Fortnite or a Street Fighter character, like a bonus Street Fighter character.
God.
That's very good though. The mustache, of course, the mustache. Is that a clown mustache or just a regular mustache?
Who knows?
That's true. You wouldn't have any really of knowing. All right, last call, chat. Yeah. Last call.
No one's ever seen him without it.
It's true. I'm also gonna write. Thank you, Dragon Spear. Dragon Spear with the resub for 108 total months. which means that we are looking at 8 years. No, wait, 9 years. It's 9 today. 9 years of support. Thank you, Dragon Spear. Wow. 9 full years, almost double digits of sub support. That is hard to believe. Thank you, Dragon. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Dragon, you've been missing some of the most epic like soundtrack music, 70s soundtrack music while we're doing our Car Wars illustration that we've seen in a long time. Really kick-ass soundtrack.
It's over for me. Has been over for a while now. Did you
Oh,
start
I
anything
looped it.
new in the meet?
No, I looped mine.
Okay.
I mean,
very good.
I could switch it to Interstate 82,
No,
but
no,
I
no.
looped it.
No.
Because it was like an hour, and I was like, I was having so much fun going along with it. Thank you so much, Dragon Spear. I appreciate it, man. Okay, recoilless rifle. Looks like that's what we're going to do. Okay, so now that we've got the recoilless rifle, now the time has come. So what we're going to need to do here is, chat, I'm going to need someone, please, to, let's see. I'm giving the text for right. Okay, so what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to have someone in chat, excuse me, be willing to roll 2 dice and then to add to the result. And you're going to be adding 2. And also, I'm looking to see. I'm going to make an executive decision and reduce that defense class. I only recognize 80s and above. Yeah, well, I was thinking about Interstate 82, but... So, yeah, so I need someone who's willing to roll dice, chat, for combat. Who is willing to roll dice for combat? Powerline is flashy, cannot be rolling dice. I hear you, Imaginary. Totally understand. That's okay. Totally understand. What say you? All you need to do, you can roll the dice in chat using the power of ArvBot Plus. So you can do it right in the dice roller. Are you going to do it, Dragon? Can you do this for another like half hour? Can you roll dice for us? No, I know, Imaginary. I'm glad that you're with us as much as you can be. Trust me, I get it. As you know, I've talked about it many times. I totally understand. So what do you think, Dragon? You going to get some dice rolling here? Yeah, no problem, Imaginary. I get it. It's just good to have you in chat. What say you, Dragon Spear? You on board? Or T-Bank, or Effect Life, I know was here earlier. Maybe Big Boss was hanging around. I know Leonardo was checking us out. Who would like to roll some dice? Because we do need someone to do it. And fear not, no one will blame you if the dice do not are not kind. But the amount of like, well, yeah, but I mean, listen, that's understood. If you're desperate, you're having lunch and on a tablet. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Well, I don't want to make you, if I'm desperate. I mean, you don't mind, Triffid? As long as you're cool, Triffid, it's not a big deal. We can find someone, but if you don't mind, we can do that. Triffid has proven her mettle in this before. So what we're doing here is we're looking at, you're going to be rolling 2d6, and you're going to be adding 2 to that roll. And I have reduced the difficulty class, the defense class, because the defense class they were giving is ridiculous. So I have reduced it here to, let's say, 12. I think that's reasonable. So, yes. Oh, no problem, Effect Life. So, yeah, so 2d6 plus 2, if you would, Triffid. And we get 3 shots on this guy. We're going to use all of them with a recoilless rifle.
Like I forget every time just how much I enjoy character design until I end up designing a character that I really, really like. Like I'm really digging this one.
So good. Well, because you're so good at it. I mean, so yeah, for sure. All right, so Trivet, if you heard that, so yes, $roll space 2d6 plus 2, if you would please. Two plus 2 plus 2, 6. That's okay. That's one shot missed. So we're down to 19 rounds, but we get to fire 3 free ones, so you can do that twice more before he fires back. Nine, that was better. Still a miss, though. 18 rounds left. That's closer. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be a pretty good roll because his DC is 12. There you go. That's a hit. Okay. Now comes the fun part. Good shot. So when you hit that, I'm going to mark this down to 17 rounds. When you hit it, that means that we now do 2 dice of damage. So roll 2d6, please, just by itself. Seven. And I have good news for you. So 2 things. First of all, they take... So first of all, that is 7 points of damage to the guy. But there's also better news because, first of all, we're going to drop that down. So he's down to 29. Okay. Now, the other thing is because of that 1, we get special damage. So now you roll 2 dice again to see what special damage was done either to the car or the driver. So go ahead and roll 2d6 again, please, Triffid. And we're going to see what damage was taken. Five. Roll 1 die. That hits the power plant. So we roll 1 die, and then the power plant takes that many hits. And it started with 10 hits. So if you can roll just 1 6-sided die. I wish you could stack it where you like roll 1 dice, roll 1 dice, roll 1 dice. 5 damage. Nice. So it's got 5 hits left. I am so tempted, because you rolled a 1 again on that, I am so tempted to have you do special damage again, because I feel like that stack thing is very useful. The same thing is going to come back to us, because it does say, quote, anytime a die comes up 1 on a damage roll. I mean, I would say roll it again. Roll it again. We're going to do the power plant damage plus more damage. And there's even more good news beyond this, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. So roll 1 more time, please, Triffid, on just a 6-sided. Or, no, I'm sorry, 2-sided. I beg your pardon, 2 6-sided, sorry. 2 6-sided again. Sorry. Roll 1 more 6-sided for me, please, to add to that. Sorry, my bad. That was my fault. Now, if you roll a 1, I'd say it stacks again, but we'll see if you do roll a 1 the second time. Wow, 12. Okay, that is again a hit to the power plant. So now roll 1 die, and the power plant will take that many hits. So go ahead and roll a die again. This was a huge hit. I love it. Double 6s means you hit the power plant again. So roll 1 die again. 2. I was hoping for 5. That would have been great. Okay. It's down to 3 hit points, the power plant. Now, the other good news is he's been hit twice with special damage, which means he has to make not 1, but 2 control rolls. And if the roll is failed, the car can't attack that turn. So When the card takes special damage, there's a chance of losing his control. To keep control, the driver must try to make his control roll or less on one die. The control roll is the sum of your driving skill and your car's handling class. Okay, well, his driving skill is -2. He sucks, basically, as a driver. And his handling class of his car is a 1. So he's a -1. So that means that, so wait, let me see. My control roll is the sum. If you must make a control roll, you will keep control to roll a 5 or less. Oh. Wait, so the control roll is the sum of your driving skill and your handling class. So that means -1, which means if you must make a control roll, I think what that means is you will keep control on a roll of -1. So he can't succeed is the point. He auto fails. That's what it means because he sucks as a driver. All right, yeah, he failed. So that means he lost combat, so your vehicle misses its next turn while you regain control. Haha! All right, we got 3 free hits. The first two missed, the third one hit. Because the third one hit and did special damage, it means that he lost control, which means we get another free attack on him. So once again, we have another free attack, and we're going to do that using the recoilless rifle again. So he's down to 29 stamina. His power plant is almost destroyed, actually. If we were somehow able to hit that again, that'd be awesome. So, but first we have to hit him. So we're going to roll 2d6 plus 2. And again, we're looking for a 12 or better. Which is not easy, but... So 2d6 plus 2 when you get the chance there, Trippin. Ah, 7. Okay. Does not hit. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. So now he's regained control of his car. Now what happens is we shoot and then they shoot. So they will shoot back unless we're somehow able to disable them in this coming round. So we have 16 rounds left because we just used one. We have 16 rounds. So go ahead and fire away one more time, Triffid. 2d6 plus 2, I believe I said, with our recoilless rifle. And then he's going to get to attack unless we hit him and do damage. Ah, so close. If that had been even like a 3? No, it would have needed to be a 4 to get there. That 6 was looking good. The 1 not so much. Okay, that's all right. Listen, you had a great run up to that point. Okay, now he's going to get to try to attack us, and so what he's going to do is, because they have 2 heavy rockets, I can fire 2 weapons per turn while his rockets last. Why does it say while his rockets last? Oh, because he's got, I don't know, that's misleading. They mean like machine guns. So he's going to fire away on his 2 linked machine guns. So we've got, let's see, he's looking to try to hit, we have a defense class of 11. All right, so he's going to try to hit us. 2d6. His gunner is a -3. Oh, wow. That is terrible. -3. He's using the linked machine gun's front. So 2d6 plus -3 is a 5. He misses terribly. Okay. All right, that's what I like to see. This guy's gunner sucks. His defense class is strong. Yeah, well, it's because there's such terrible drivers and gunners. Like, his gunner is a -2. Sorry, a -3. So gunner -3 is dreadful. All right. So he can fire 2 weapons per turn while his rockets last. That means he gets to fire again with his machine guns. Once again, he gets a 5 because he got 8 -3 is, yeah, -3. So that's 5. So he missed. Okay. So now it's our turn. All right. Fire away on that recoilless rifle again, Trippin. See, if I had not reduced the defense class there, chat, on the guy, it would have meant literally like a half hour of us just like firing at each other and continually missing because he had a defense class above where we could literally hit. So that's why I reduced it to 12, which is still stronger than anything else we faced. But, you know, that is an 8. Unfortunately, does not do it. Okay, that's okay. He fires at us. He rolls a 1. That's horrific. He probably hits himself in the face with his own bullet. All right, we're down to 15 rounds. Go ahead and fire away again. I know, right, Imaginary? Seriously. Oh, no, a 6. That's right. He gets a 2. He's just like, oh, wait, I forgot that I have to fire twice with that. Okay. Fortunately, I missed terribly. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. All right, so we're down to 14 rounds. Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's all right. Keep it up. We'll get there. This guy's such a bad shot that as long, you know, he could still hit us with a lucky shot, but it'll be hard. No, a 10 would not have hit. Need a 12 minimum. Speaking of which, go ahead and, as Trent always says, just, you know, roll and hit him. Trent's just like, just roll better.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I just keep looking over and the drawing keeps getting better and better.
Thank you.
I love the the stripes and I guess those are diamonds on his other, or circles? Is that ovals on his other pants? Just dots?
That's also just big polka dots.
just like, it's like if Yosemite Sam were slightly less cartoonish with less of a beard and were more adult. I should aim for the center of the target. Yeah, that's right. Maybe the center of the target would help. You forgot the +2 again, Triffid, but that's okay. 11 does not hit either. We need a 12. Okay, he rolls a 4. I have a feeling we're all right because he's just going to keep driving around. The question is, are we going to run out of ammo before we hit him? All right. Once again, 2d6 +2. The one time we hit him, we really hit him, so we just have to really hit him again.
This might be one of my favorite guys ever.
He is pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, the hit. Nice. That is a hit. Okay, so now we roll the damage. Now, 2 dice. Good shot, Triffid. 2d6, right? You're going to roll 2d6. And you're going to roll 2d6, and that's it. Just flat 2d6. And see how much damage we do to this guy. And if one of those dice is a 1, then we do special damage. And it is a 1. This is what happened last time. All right. So he's down to 22. And now we start stacking. So we roll 2 dice on the special damage table. So again, 2 6-sided, please. I would not be mind if you were to hit his power plant again. That would be just fine with me. Hit that power plant. Hit the power plant. Take a shock. In the block. Hot. Hot damn. Take a spam. Okay. Let's see. So the gunner takes 1 hit of damage and can't fire next turn. That's funny. Okay. So that's 1 hit of damage. You don't re-roll. So that's what we did. Okay. So he's down to 22 stamina and his gunner can't fire next turn. Hilarious. All right. The gunner takes 1 hit of damage. Actually, how much does the gunner have? Doesn't say how much he can actually do. All right. We hit the gunner. You got a 1. You got a 1. Well, but the thing is, though, the 1 is... Did I say that before in the power plant? Oh, I did, didn't I? Yeah, on a well, no. Because it's got to be on the damage roll, right? Like, it was on the damage roll when you hit before. You did the special damage, and then you hit the power, and then on the damage roll itself, you got a 1. This is just rolling on the chart. So this does not stack, I would argue. This only stacks if we're talking about you rolling that on actual dice for damage. So, yeah, exactly. The gunner didn't get 1. But still, the gunner was hit, and we also did damage. So, all right. So, Triffid, back up to you. We have 12 rounds left. Let's keep firing at that recoilless rifle. We got a free shot in this time because the gunner's like, my shoulder. Or, my hat. Or, my Duran Duran shirt. Something like that. That is unfortunately a miss. He rolls a 5. I think it's going to be very hard for this guy to hit us. So go. Oh, wait, I forgot. He's not supposed to roll. We'll use that for his next round. I forgot. Go ahead and do another 2 in a row, Triffid. I'm sorry. I forgot he wasn't supposed to fire on this one. My bad. So get 2 in a row. That was my bad. 2d6, that's supposed to be +2, so that'd be a 9, but that's still a miss. And then 10 plus 2, that, however, is a hit. 10 plus 2 is 12, and that does hit him because we add the +2. So for that second one, good shot. Now you roll the 2 dice of damage again. Also, we're down to 9 rounds now. Yep. Yeah. So that's a hit because his DC is 12. So 9 rounds left. So now you roll the 2 dice of just 2d6 without the +2 for damage. You're just hoping we get a 1 on one of those. No, but 8 is very good also. 14. He's down to 14. All right. Now we're back into regular combat. So go ahead and fire. He will fire back unless something happens to him this time. So go ahead and fire. This is, again, 2d6 +2. I know we got a lot of rolls in the middle here. Boom. Don't stop. That is, so close and yet so far. Unfortunately, that does not hit. He will roll and get a 5. That's a clear miss. He will roll again because he has linked machine guns. That is also a miss. And so that's going to now lead us back to, we have 8 rounds left. Go ahead and fire again, Trippid. The reason it's taking longer is because this guy has a high defense class, because he's got that extra armor, but he's a sucky driver and has a sucky gunner. So that's where we're at. 11. Not quite enough. Has to be 12, I'm afraid. He rolls. He gets an 8, which is pretty good. I don't actually think he's going to be able to hit us, because like his gunner's so bad. But we have to keep doing this because if his gunner gets hit or if they happen to do a special, they could hit a special damage. All right, so we have 7 rounds left. Go ahead and fire 2d6 +2. That is an 8. We're down to 6 rounds with a recoilless. Now he gets to roll twice. 6 and a 6. Both are misses. Okay. Maybe he's going to fire his heavy rocket at some point, but that's even worse than his normal attack. So I don't know. Anyway. All right, so go ahead and roll. That is a 5, so that is a miss. We're down to 5 rounds left with the recoilless rifle. He fires twice. He rolled literally a -1. That should be firing directly into his own engine block. And then a 2. Okay, your roll. We'll get there. This is a tough roll. I mean, it's not easy to do this. Most of the cars we've faced so far, excuse me, have had classes, defense classes of 11 or 10 or I think there was one that was 12. But none of them have been this guy's 12, which is the highest that we've faced. And that's with me reducing it. Okay, that is a miss. And his 2 were a miss. He rolled a 6 and a 0. When we run out of ammo, we actually can switch to the machine guns or the rockets. We have 2 rockets. We might want to save those rockets, actually. At that point, we could go to the machine guns because we have... The reason we're using the rifle is that the rifle does more damage and it's the same combat bonus. But the machine guns do less damage, but we have plenty of rounds for each of those. So that we would basically switch, I think, to the machine gun, would be my guess. Although I would ask Chad at that point. So go ahead, 2d6 +2. We might not. If we can hit this guy and stack a little bit of damage again, he's only down to 14 stamina now. And if we hit that power plant again, 12, that'll hit. There we go. All right, so now 2d6 for the damage, please. Down to 4 rounds. Okay, 3. But you know what that one means. That means we get to do 2d6 and roll on the special damage chart. All right, I'm really hoping for a 5 or a 12 here. Because either one of those hits the power plant. Yeah, I know, right? Rolled a 4. Okay, it says, let's see. Cargo, if any, takes 1 hit of damage. Man, 1 hit of damage. I don't think there is any cargo on this. Nah, that didn't do much. All right, well, still, he's down to 11 stamina, so we still got a shot. Okay, he's going to roll twice. He misses twice, terribly. Okay, now here we go. It's close to a 5. That almost did it. All right, Triffitt, 4 rounds left to glory, after which we have the machine gun, so the fact that he can't hit us helps. It doesn't also tell us how many rounds he has. It just keeps talking about how many things they can fire. The only thing it tells us is that he's got 2 heavy rockets, which he might use, like, out of desperation at a certain point. 8 is a miss. Yeah, I think I'm going to have him use his heavy rocket, because he's probably getting desperate. So, he's going to fire 1 rocket, which is a terrible miss. In fact, that should be -4. So he misses terribly, so he's got 1 rocket left. And that one is not linked, so he can't fire twice. So now Triffitt is going to be up next. Who's a misses? Missing is what we're doing there, or what they were doing. All right, Triffitt. So now 2d6 plus 2. 4 rounds left to glory. We could take this guy out. 2d6 plus 2, that is a miss. Down to 3 rounds. He's going to save his last rocket. He's going to fire twice with his machine gun. He's going to miss horrifically. Okay, one more. Go ahead and fire again with the recoilless rifle, Triffitt. Another 7. Unfortunately, that does not hit. He is going to fire again. Again, 8. Still not the best roll he could have made. He's not really going to be able to hit us, really. So this is just a matter of attrition, basically. A 9. Oh, man. So close, but not quite. Okay. 1 round left. He rolls twice. He misses. All right. Final round from the recoilless rifle. Ah! So close, but not quite. All right. So we're out of ammo in the recoilless rifle. That's the bad news. The good news is that we have a left and a right machine gun. So we'll say left to begin with. And we have 20 rounds. It's just that it only does 1 point of one die of damage. Although, when it hits, it also can do special damage. So he's going to fire again twice and miss twice because he's terrible. Okay, so chat, quick question. Just a quick vote. Get your vote in quickly. Do we use the machine guns or to finish him off, or do we use one of our heavy rockets? Remember, we have 2 rockets. So $ vote space 1 means machine gun. $ vote space 2 means heavy rockets. Oh, man, we're getting a full color on this drawing over here. Oh, man. We're at a whole new level. It's all Triffitt's fault. Triffitt has hit a couple times, though. She hit that epic initial hit. Let's go big. Don't waste a rocket because we're so close. Yeah. All right. Last call. Last call. Going once. Going twice. All right. We are going to use the machine gun. So, all right. With the machine gun, Triffitt, if you would, please. This is, again, same bonus as before. So, 2d6 plus 2. If we hit, you only do 1 die of damage, though, instead of 2. That's an 8. That is, unfortunately, a miss. All right, 2 attacks from him. Miss, miss. Okay, go ahead and roll again. That is a 10. Also a miss, although we're getting closer. He just rolled the best he can ever hit. So, yeah, confirmed that he can't hit us. We're too good. So that's good. We can keep it up. It's just basically a matter of using up our ammo. All right. Because it's not easy to hit this guy because of his armor. Okay, 2-8 is a miss. All right, 2d6 plus 2. Ah, 9. Also, as the Germans say, 9. It's not what you want. 9. Okay, -1, miss. Okay, go ahead, Trivet. $10. So close. Oh my gosh. 3 and an 8. A miss. Multiple misses. You can do it. No, poor Triffid. You got, I mean, listen, like I said, you did a lot of damage early on. So imagine what this would be like if I hadn't lowered his defense class. It just would have been like a scripted loss at that point, I think. Yeah, when will then be now? So that's a very philosophical point. When will that time be now, this time? A 5. That was just the guns getting depressed. They're like, you know what? Like, all right, we can do it. That was a miss and a miss. So now, I'm getting depressed. We could get there. He's only down to 11. Ah, we'll get there. Exhilarating, Nari says. This is deeply compelling gameplay, okay? Listen, the problem is that he's a lousy driver and a lousy gunner, but he's got this tank that he's driving, basically. And so it's hard to hit him. That's all. If this is the dystopian future is not a world where cars excitedly destroy other cars and life is short and, you know, you die young. The dystopian future is a series of really boring car combats. That's the dystopian future. All right, 2d6 plus 2. You can do it, Trivid.
Sounds like a kind of monkey paw wish type situation. Hey,
Yep.
I want like an apocalyptic future with car fights and it's like,
And they're like, all right. Yeah, exactly. Pea shooter versus pea shooter. Oh, no. 10 rounds left. Oh, man. Okay, miss and miss. I like the idea that he's just like, pew, 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 pew. He's like hitting like the water tower 40 miles to our right and like hitting birds out of the sky and like hitting snakes on the ground, but totally missing us every time. We can do it. It's not combat. It's a gas station queue. 9. Oh, man. We can do this. I swear to God, we can do it. He's only got 11 left. The power plant's got 3 hits. We can do it. Eight is not going to do it. He's down to 8 rounds. He misses terribly again. Can you imagine? Okay, go ahead and fire again, Trivet. Can you imagine how like incredibly frustrating it must be for the freaking guy? There it is, 12. That hits. For the guy to be like, God damn it! Why can't I? Like we're just too good. Okay, now this time you're rolling 1 die
I'm
of
just
damage.
a guy
Say again.
trying to shoot at us. I'm just a guy trying to shoot at us.
You are?
Because of our, because you know how terrible my dice karma is.
Yes, that's true. Well, that's what
Yes.
Sod claimed for that also his dice karma for the Infinity Beyond crew is terrible. That's what he said. So I think a lot of people complain about the karma. Okay. Now, interesting. Does only 1 point of damage. However, that does get us a roll on the special damage chart. So go ahead and roll 2 dice. He's down to 10 stamina. Roll 2 dice. Come on, 5 or 12. Come on, 5 or 12. 8. Okay, let's see. If the target weapon has more than 1 weapon or gadget, let's see. All right, let's see. So, Okay. Can you roll, please, for me a 1d4? Actually, yeah, can you roll a 1d4, please? Please, Trivid? Okay. So, that is a 2, which means his second machine gun has been hit, and has taken, it says 1 hit of damage. That's annoying. So, that means that it's down to 2 hits of damage on the machine gun. And then it'll be even less effective than he was before. All right. It's all right. We'll keep it up. We'll do this. We're going to do this. He's going to fire twice and miss. Seven rounds left on this machine gun. Oh, no. 10. Oh, man. This is really something. I think they may have needed to, like, work out this combat mode without the difficulty class where I put it. I put it at 12 as it is. Okay. He misses twice, so go ahead and fire again. 9. Okay. Down to 5 rounds. Look at that. He tried. He again tried. Did the whole 6 + 6 - 3, but not enough. Or -3. Not enough to hit us. All right, machine gun. Oh, an 11. So close. Okay, he misses twice. After this machine gun runs out, we have one more machine gun on the other side and a heavy rocket. So, well, 2 heavy rockets, actually. He misses twice. Pew, 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 pew. Again, the reason this is taking so long, Chad, is that this guy's way tougher than to hit than any of the cars that we've run into so far. But he's a terrible driver and a terrible gunner, so they're not really posing a threat to us exactly. It's just that it takes forever. I wonder what happens if everyone runs out of ammo. And they just drive around each other and run into each other, I guess. All right, 2 rounds left on this machine gun. That's true. If we had lost all the rockets with the bad rolls, that's true. 8. All right, we're down to 1 round. He rolls twice. 2 misses. 1 round on the machine gun. Oh my goodness. All right, so that machine gun is used up. No ammo left, just slap the enemy. We may be headed in that direction. All right, we got 1 machine gun fully loaded so far. Even if we get through this guy, like the next person will be like a person on a tricycle and he'll take us out because we don't have any. Okay. It just. Oh, man. Okay. All right, come on, we can do it. Kaboom! Kaboom! Is that the, and now, is that technically the 4 of whatever it was, the 5 of diamonds, the 4 of spades, or?
Yeah, like from the, what, it was clubs, something.
Yeah,
something
yeah,
clubs.
that's right. That
nice, they have like the livery on the car, I forgot about that.
That's right, you got to put the car, like the card on there.
Yes.
Terrific, go ahead and roll. You're going to need to visit the shop again after this. Yeah. Well, the thing is, we haven't taken any damage. It's just that we're running out of ammo. Okay, 18 rounds. Okay, that's a miss. Go ahead and fire again, Triffid. We're at 18 rounds right now. We're going down to 17. Come on, we can do this. Okay, that's a miss. Roll. He misses twice. We can do this. Come on. Fire. Yeah, there's a hit. All right, let's go. 1 die of damage. All right, Trivid. Make it a good one. High roll. 1d6. 5. All right, there you go. That's half down. Yeah, he's down to 5 stamina. 5 stamina now. Like, there's like nothing left of that. It's almost destroyed completely. All right, 1d6 + 2. We can take him out, chat. He's down to 5. This is good. The most epic fight of all time. Four. No, this is no, you're rolling 2d6 + 2 for this. I was like, wait a minute, 4. There we go. All right, down to 15. 15 rounds. Just have to hit him one more time. Just have to hit him one more time. And then we'll do what the picture shows. That's what we have to do. We can do it. 2d6 plus 2. Hot pursuit. See, I channeled Lone Star Louie and he hit. And she hit. Nice work. Well done, Trivet. Okay, so now one die. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Let's go. Come on. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 1. Okay, it's 1, but that does mean we get to do the special damage chart. So 2d6. 2d6, 2d6. Make it a 5 or a 12. Make it a 5 or a 12. Make it a 5 or a 12. It's a 7. Joints and armor. Reduces target's defense class by 1. Okay, that's not actually terrible. So its defense class now is 11. So it'll be easier to hit, and it has only 4 points of damage left. And it's going to miss twice. So go ahead and fire. You only have to get an 11 now. Only have to get an 11. That was not an 11, to be clear. He's going to roll twice, 0 and 1. Just need 11. 11 or better. 13, yeah, let's go. Okay, now we just need to roll 1d6. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, 4, 5. We got another 1. It's another special damage roll. Trippin is like doing all these called shots constantly. All right, so 2d6 for the called damage. This is very funny. He's got 3 points left. 2d6. What's it gonna hit? Don't hit the cargo, please. 7. Reduces defense class by 1 again, so he's down to 10. All right, all right. Now we're getting there. You only need to hit him with a 10 or higher. It's getting there. It's getting there. 10 or higher. 3 points left. The slap fight continues. Okay, that's not quite enough. Down to 11 rounds. Okay. 11 rounds. That's a 4. That's definitely not going to hit. 10 rounds. We can do this. 4 and 1. Okay. 10 rounds. You can do it. No, not a 5. We just need, we need a 10. We just need a 10 or higher. Which means you really just need to roll an 8 or higher. You can do it. Oh, wait, that's 10. That hits. That's a hit. Okay, so 1d6 damage. Come on, you can do it. One d6. Yay! 6 points of damage. Kabloom! Kabam! With 8 rounds in our final machine gun. We destroy it. 5 of diamonds is out of it. Kablam! Oh my god. That was the most bizarre. Oh man. Okay. So now the question, chat, as we're closing in. This is our final decision of the day here. And then we're going to go and look at these awesome drawings. You could just see what we did, chat. If you look over, you can see what was just done. So, chat, 5 of diamonds is out of it. We better not run into any gangs of 6-year-olds. I know. Another ARF is coming towards you firing a laser. All right, chat. So now the question is... Here's the question, chat. Do you want to... Sorry. The question is, chat... Do you want to fight this car, this next car coming towards you, or do you want to get out of the way and let someone else take it on? So $ vote space 1 means you're going to fight this other car, which we're not going to do today, or get out of the way. $ vote space 1, you're firing it against this other car. $ vote space 2, get out of the way. So our right machine gun has 0 rounds. Our recoilless rifle has 0 rounds. Our left machine gun has 8 rounds. But we do have heavy rockets. We're going to have to get out of a car eventually because we're not going to have anything to do either way. Because I want to see this epic fight continue. It was quite epic. It has been quite epic. The thing about the laser is the laser does serious damage if it hits. However, the guy that fighting, I think, does not have the tankish quality that we had previously. So, God, these guys, their drivers and gunners all suck. They really are just a bunch of punks in freaking car. Oh, no. We're not going to. We're not going to, Triffid. We're not going to be doing it today regardless. Going once. Going twice. All right. So we are not going to fight that one. Gun goes. Brrr. All right. You swerve out of the way as the laser-armed Arf approaches you. As he passes, one of your teammates fires a burst and moves in to take him on. Okay, so the last question is going to be... I said the last question before, didn't I? Let me give one more option here, which is... Okay, here we go. Last vote of the day. Sorry, I lied about the other one. You swerve out of the way as the laser-armed Arf approaches you. As he passes, one of your teammates fires a burst and moves in to take him on. Do you want to look for more action outside the truck stop, which basically means shoot at a bunch more cars? Or do you want to now get into the truck stop and you know a way other than the front gate? Now, we do know a way other than the front gate, chat. Remember what we did when we talked to Lone Star Louie. Tari, if you're there at the moment, could we see you, Lone Star Louie?
Oh, yes, of course.
Remember what this guy told us about stuff. So, question is, $vote space 1. We're going to keep fighting out here, the cars out here. $vote space 2. We're going to go the Lone Star Louie way into the truck stop.
You know, this character really gives like the whole vibe of like, oh, he's like the silly guy, no one takes him seriously, you know, and he always like pretends to be a dumb guy, you know, but like in reality he's like the smartest and strongest guy around.
Yes.
And he can like kill you with his pinky.
Right. He's like an epic. He's like, I can't believe it. Roar. He just destroys you. Or he's like basically a Metal Gear Solid boss, right? Where like he does random stuff but does tons of damage. Like whoever the fat man, right? The dude who skates around on skates but also can like obliterate
Fat Man,
you.
that's his name.
Fat Man, yeah. So okay, this has been a lot of fun, Gregory. That last fight was something. All right, chat. We need someone to break. And it's good to see you, Gregory. We need to break this tie, and then we're gonna wrap up. So again, are we last chance here? Are we gonna continue to look for action outside the truck stop? I would warn everybody that our card does not have a lot of ammo left, so there's that. Or are we going to use the secret route told to us by Lone Star Louie? $vote space 1 means we're going to go keep looking for outside car combat. $vote space 2 is we're going to use the secret way given to us by Lone Star Louie. And Lone Star Louie, you can trust because just look at that picture.
Yes.
It really is Prince of Persia and an adult Yosemite Sam had a baby. Well, it's been I would call your dice rolling variably effective, Triffid. That's what I would say. Last call, going once, going twice. All right. The winner is we're going to give it a run, and I'm going to read you what it says, chat, and then this is where we'll start next time. Readying your submachine gun, you drop to the side of the road. You watch quietly for a minute, but apparently you run observed. At any rate, nobody is shooting at you. Soon you find the culvert that Louis told you about. Just as he said, there's a grate over it. You grab the grate with both hands, twist to the right as hard as you can, and it turns. You step back and let it fall. It must weigh 100 pounds. Then you drag it to the side and examine the culvert. It is wide, dark, and dry. The ground here is hard enough and the culvert is wide enough for you to drive your car underground. You can either do that or walk down the culvert. That is interesting, but that is not a decision we have to make today. In September, we will return to try to save Lone Star Louie's truck stop and stop the ARFs from blowing up Boston. And if that makes no sense, congratulations. Welcome to Car Wars Fuels Gold, is what I have to say. This is tons of fun because I was having fun watching all of these dice roll go through in this battle. At the same time, I'm listening to Interstate 76 music, and best of all, looking over to see more epic drawings all the time. So Tari, can we get a review of what we had today, illustration wise?
Yes. So this was a warm up.
Yep. This is what we looked like fighting. That in the car you see right there was Triffid smiling every time you made a special damage roll. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, yes.
Then the briefcase.
The briefcase. Here was the briefcase, and this was and you know it's the briefcase that's important because according to my epic storytelling friend Tari, we have an establishing shot followed by a shift in perspective to the driver and something important to the driver. What is it? It's a briefcase. And this is what you see. So there is that.
Yes.
There was Kathy. Kathy. Who knows what would have existed, Kathy, in the summer of love if we could have taken her to Boston, but it didn't happen.
Yes.
Instead,
Boston.
It'll be Jim Baston. Instead, it took me to Duran. Going to see a cancer with a band. Do you think Lone Star Louie and Kathy would have had something if they ever met up in an alternate universe?
Oh, he's probably her grandpa, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then we get Lone Star Louie. I love the idea that like that's him, and then like as you said, he's got the sidearm that looks like a plastic toy, except it does like 80 million hit points of damage because it's just such an epic like. Oh my god, that's so funny. And is that a plastic sheriff's badge, by the way? Could it please?
No, it's metal, so it's properly shiny, and he can polish it up. You know.
Oh, okay. But is it like aluminum, like cheap metal that you would give away in a carnival, say?
Yeah, probably.
I just want to make sure if you got it from a Cracker Jack box. Okay, I love it. Lone Star Louie is amazing.
Yeah, and then explosion.
Yeah, the full color explosion, kablow. So wait, I'm looking at the. Hold on, I'm leaning in. Are those the three of clubs? That's so great. The three of clubs on the side. Oh man, that is epic. I love that you added the color in. That was an unexpected pleasure. We got a little bit of extra stuff in there. That was great. Oh man, what fun. Tari, this was Kathy, I'm lost. I said though I knew she was sleeping. Yeah. Oh my god. We should be just listening to like Thunder Road over and over again or Born to Run. This was amazing. Tari, as always, I'm so grateful that we're able to do this because this is always such a blast. And how'd you feel today? This is the first you've done since we started going through the new changes and regime and regimen and everything. Yes. So how did it all feel? How you feel?
Well, technically the second one. The first one I had just started on the meds, right? With
no, but I meant drawing though. I wasn't talking about Dragon Man. I meant the
oh,
drawing
that's
side.
what you meant. Yeah. No, this actually went perfectly fine. I was worried for nothing.
Yeah, it's great. It looks great.
Though now we can see how well I sleep while the meds are still active. That's
yeah, I hear
going
you.
To be
I hear you. It'll get there though. It'll all balance out.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. This is fine. What could possibly go wrong? So that makes me feel very positive about future streams being just fine.
Yay.
Yeah.
You know what we should do, Tari, by the way? This just occurred to me at some point. The next time that you and I are in the same place at the same time, like actually, like not just virtually, we should think about figuring out a way to do like either as like at a conference or workshop presentation, doing exactly what we're doing here in front of an in-person audience with you like sketching it on like either like a whiteboard or on an easel in front of, you know what I mean? Like in front of people as this is going along. Like basically
I mean, just like, you know, either put a camera and I draw in person, draw traditionally, or alternatively, I just hook the tablet up to a screen, you know?
Yeah, that would be very fun. That would be very fun. The next time that we get someplace close that you are going to be where I am or I'm going to be where you are, we need to figure out a way to see if I can get that done because that would be really slick. Yeah. Oh man, that would be fun. Anyway, this was great, Tari, and I'm really glad that it worked out. And I hope you enjoyed it too. It certainly seemed like the drawings were fun. Where will the lovely folks see you next / get your stuff, etc.?
Well, people can still follow me on Tumblr and on Blue Sky and on Kara and on Tumblr. Not on my art Tumblr, not at TariToons, but at Tari's Backyard. I've been posting my sewing projects that I've been busy with recently.
That's cool.
If you want to see those. So because it's like one project I currently have, because I have like fabrics accumulated from literally 20 years ago. That I've been like taking through like 7 moves or something.
Yeah. That's cool.
That I finally want to like work off, you know.
Is there any like sewing? Is there any like embroidery sewing that you could do for like combining with heraldry? Like, could you sew a flag?
I could applique. What I had years ago, I embroidered my own arms in like one of those mini embroidery hoops that is like, I don't know, 7 centimeters in diameter.
Okay.
I did that before, but yeah, I was thinking about like actually making images via applique. I have been looking into that, but
love it.
Currently the job is to make some useful things. Like, for example, I just sewed a bag for my new headphones, which looks like a onigiri.
Oh, that's cool.
Rice ball. Yeah, it's very cute. It's incredibly cute. And stuff like that, you know, that I can get practical use out of, which is mostly going to be bags. Like, next on my list is going to be a little, like basically a wallet type thing, specifically to keep my meds in, because like these, well, like over here we have blister packages instead of like these little orange tubes that you guys have.
Yep.
And I find it very difficult, like, to have like just a pouch that has like all my different meds loosely in there, because I'm always like, look, is this it? No. This is it? No.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
So yeah, that's the next one on the to-do list.
That would be a very useful one, and that way you can successfully smuggle it over the border as you go to these places. This is a real world of this is a real world chat drawing of Germany's opinion about trying to bring in actual prescribed medications into Germany.
Yeah.
No, get out.
Like,
oh my God.
I would like even be fine with it if it would be like a yearly thing that you have to fill out, but no, like only for 30 days.
Yeah, it's
absolute
just stupid.
bullshit.
Yeah, it's absolutely stupid.
Absolute bullshit.
Totally dumb. Germany, you're wrong. Fix this problem. It's just it's dead wrong.
Yeah, like the government currently is going to fix anything. Sorry, but
I know. But hope springs eternal. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they'll look at it and be like, I wasn't sure, but then I saw this stream and I was compelled.
Yes.
Tari, this was great. We are going to see Tari hopefully 3 times. Oh my God, next month, because we'll see Tari for twice on Dragonbane. Again, this is all dependent on how Tari feels, but assuming everything is okay, twice for Dragonbane and once for the Gamebook Illustration stream, because there's actually 5 Tuesdays next month. So if that ends up happening, if it doesn't, totally understood, no pressure, but it will be lovely if it does. And we will continue. We actually made good progress in Fuel's Gold, actually. Unlike the book that we played a couple of times ago, I don't remember which one it was, where it felt like we were just like taking forever because it just is a long book. This one feels like we're zipping through it pretty quickly. So, so that's
might
good.
be because we have a car this time, and I don't.
That's it. As long as we don't get into a gunfight, then it's all fine. But Tari, such good stuff tonight. Chat, can we get some love for the amazing TariToons and her illustrations? Great work as always, Tari. Thank you, and I will see you back here next month.
Yes. Thanks for having me. Bye. Good night.
Bye. Good night. Oh man, so good, and I was so digging the I-76 music. I can't even tell you. That's their version of Kathy. See, that's that version of Kathy, and then she did the actual good version of Kathy. Amazing. Yeah, I really love doing this so much. It's always cool to hang out with Tari, but it's just having the joy of doing something like this. It really was funny watching the fight. Like, it literally was like, It was just really funny. But we did defeat 5 of diamonds fair and square. The only thing I did was I reduced the defense class, because otherwise the game, there would have been no reason to have the fight, because then no one would have been able to hit anyone. Their skill is so bad they were never going to hit us. Our skill, if it had been what it started with, which was a 15 was their defense class, even if we got a 12 plus 12 plus 3. So no, not even, because it's 2. So it would have been 12 plus 1 is our gunnery skill. If we had used, we don't have anyone that was +1. I guess we have the +1 for targeting, +1 of gunnery, so 2. So if we had gotten 12 plus 2, we still would have missed. So it would have been just guns, like cars firing at each other with 0 impact at all. I was like, no thanks. So instead, we didn't do that. We're in the culvert. We got the second save point. Very cool. I really, really enjoyed this a lot. And it was a good way, chat, for me to have my final stream, before Worldcon 2026. Because tomorrow I am flying out to LA, specifically Anaheim, for Worldcon, which I'm very excited about. Hang on a second. Which I'm very excited about. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to be doing that, and I'm very excited about it because this is, I'm going to close that. Yes, good. Okay. I'm very excited about it because I have got 3 panels and a D&D event and a reading. So I will say that I have got 3 events happening. First one is going to be 2 days from now on Thursday. I am moderating a panel on the impact of Tolkien and Le Guin on fantasy. No big deal. I mean, like, you know, what did they ever do for fantasy? So there's that. And then on Friday, I have got a panel on populating fantasy worlds. I'm not moderating it. I'm just on that panel. And then I'm doing the big D&D event happening Friday night. Very excited for that. Then Saturday, I have a virtual reading, and that's all I'm doing on that Saturday. And then on Sunday, which I think it's like 20 minutes, very short. And then on Sunday, I have got another panel, which is I will be on a panel about collaborative storytelling at the table. So basically tabletop storytelling stuff, which I'm excited. So I think that's great. I'm very pumped up for that. Little Arv, my daughter, will be with me, and that'll be a good sort of end of summer thing. We're going to be doing that. We're going to be coming back on Monday. I will have normal streams next Tuesday, by the way. So I will have the Patreon Field Chat Chosen Game of the Month 1 day late, technically, because it's not going to be in August. It's going to be in September. We will do 2 of those Patreon Field games because we have an extra Tuesday. So that works out in our favor because we have the 1st, the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd, the 29th. 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, 29th. Yeah, 5. So we have 5 of them, which is great. And that means that we'll be able to get 2 of those Patreon Field Chat Chosen Games of the Month in, including the first one, which has already been voted on. That's Airborne Empires. And then I'll be continuing with GogCom's Pen and Pixels over on GogCom's Twitch channel, playing more of the Lamplighters League. For those of you who missed this, I am not going to be doing my stream this afternoon on GOG because I've got stuff. I just have way too much I have to do. I got to finish prepping and packing, and I got more stuff to do. So I'm going to go and do that. So the next time that you hear from me that is definite will be next Tuesday. I will obviously be posting some stuff on Blue Sky. I will obviously be trying to check in on Discord here and there. There may, depending on how things go, there may be a stream at some point that I might do, but it's extremely tentative. I don't want to make any promises about that because my focus has to be on what we're doing at Worldcon. And there's also issues of consent for recording and all that stuff. So I don't know about whether I'll be able to do any recordings out there or not. But if not, then I will see you lovely folks back here on Tuesday for the beginning of September, the beginning of the fall, close pretty much just about the beginning of the fall. It's going to be a very busy and I think productive fall semester. So that's what's going on and I'm excited for it. If you liked what you saw and heard, thank you, Gregory. I appreciate that. If you liked what you saw and heard today, I hope you will consider following us here on the channel. I hope you will consider subscribing. Well, I'll get back to the subscription. I hope you'll consider checking out my YouTube channel. Thanks for all those who are over there. I again want to remind everyone, my YouTube channel, !ArvTube, has all of my past VODs all the way back to 2014. The 2014 ones are not particularly well organized because that was in the great, I've got to get this off Twitch VOD exodus of 2014. And so those are a little bit disorganized, but in short order, within about 4 to 6 months, they became organized in playlists, which is the way they've been ever since. And so I would love to have everyone jump on board with my YouTube and subscribe there. We're really trying to push those sub numbers as well. It's free to do that. Doesn't cost you anything. It gets you access to early content. We're going to be doing some other things to add in more benefits to current and future subscribers, but free to do that. So please consider doing that if you have not already done so already. And Blue Sky, Discord first, !ArvCord. You can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. Blue Sky, !ArvSky. That is my current microblogging social network of choice. So please join us for that. And follow me over there. On the financial front, !ArvShop. That's the merchandise area. !ArvTrayon. That's that Patreon right there. Cool stuff for you and for the channel. I'm going to make some adjustments to that, but there's some cool stuff that you can get there as well. And of course, subbing to the channel gets you those custom sub badges and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch, plus inspirations to help our tabletop players. Thank you for those of you who resubbed and subbed today, including people like Dragonspear, for instance. Please do sub and or please do support the Patreon. Please do both if you can, because there's cool stuff you can get from either one. On the publishing front, Icarus, my graphic novel. Please consider checking that out. Consider checking out my 5e adventure and sourcebook library, Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library. That is Library, and Greyshade is my Greyshade IP. Greyshade Renegade Heretic, the Grey Assassin Trilogy, available at that link. You can also get the audiobooks of Greyshade Renegade and Heretic from our very own Trent Sparks, and you can pre-order the tabletop role-playing game of Greyshade right there from our very own Brandon O'Brien as designer. Very excited about that, coming hopefully soon as well. And as always, BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives, Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention, important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well, and Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage, and send the message will do so for others in that situation in the future. Continued love to the people of Biddisford, Maine, to the people of Memphis, Tennessee, to the people of Newark, New Jersey, to the people of Minnesota, specifically Minneapolis, battling against federal occupation and invasion, doing so with bravery and courage, and inspiring us through your actions. We are going to win this together. Keep it up. And as I said earlier on today, if you haven't done so already and you are a United States citizen, please double check and make sure that you are not only registered to vote, but please make sure that you have not been accidentally removed from the rolls. Please make sure that your name is there, that you're ready to go, so that when November comes, we can again vote to place even more checks on this insanity. It's up to us. We got to get out there and do the business to make that happen. And that starts with making sure that we're ready to vote. Thank you to everyone who made this an awesome stream today. Thank you to my wonderful mods, Dragonspear, Triffity Mats, best in the business. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters and subscribers, Dragonspear, Triffity Mats, Effect Life, Imaginary Exponent. Good to see all of you. Thank you to my wonderful viewers. Thank you to Big Boss, to Black Fury, to Craigery, Darth Sisu, Jagtress, Mr. Jonas. Thank you to Nerioth, to T-Bank, and to Valerian Gamer. Thank you all. And a special thanks today to my good friend TariToons for her amazing work in the illustration field. As always, it was awesome. That's going to do it for me, everybody. I will see you folks in a week on Tuesday. If all goes well, maybe I will, or maybe I won't be able to do some stuff. We'll see. But otherwise, I am very excited to head off to Worldcon and do all that stuff. You get a chance to, if you are going to check out Worldcon virtually, I'll be on that. If you're able to look at some of those things, definitely let people know, and wish the best to all the Arvanaut or Arvanaut adjacent people like Brandon O'Brien up for a Hugo, people like Jennifer Brozek up for a Hugo, many people past and present connected to this channel who are up for Hugos or awards of various types. So good luck to all of them. And I love to all of you folks, and I will see you folks right back here. If I don't see you on stream randomly over the weekend, then I'll definitely see you here next Tuesday for September 1st, first stream of September for the Patreon fueled chat chosen game of the month, closing out August really for that, which will be Airborne Empires. More of this game book as well to come down the line. Thanks everyone. Much love. I'll see you folks soon. And Prince Justin, did I not say that? I'm really sorry. Also Prince Justin up for a Hugo with Nerds of a Feather for Best Fanzine. My apologies. That's right. That's the problem of knowing these amazing people, is that there's too many amazing people, too many amazing things. Good luck to all of them. I will see those folks myself when I'm out there. But that's it for me. Much love all, and I will see you folks soon. Until then, everyone, please be good to each other and have a good one. Bye for now.